Nothing. There's a new show airing on Howard TV. It's Rachel Fine. She goes around, and it's kind of an interesting show. They take all the questions from listeners. Let's say if Robin was the guest on the show, on the Rachel show, or Sal was, in this case, the guest, and they go over and they ask Sal all the questions that listeners might have. Mm. And in answering yesterday, you got to hear this. I was watching the show, and Sal... He is an amazing guy. And keep in mind, the man was a stockbroker and how to deal with numbers. I mean, listen to this. This is just remarkable. Here's Sal talking to Rachel Fine on the new show.
You know, there are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. Mm. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say... Lately, it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65? Yeah.
40-65.
It says here the Rachel Fine series is on HowardTV.com. Oh, so what does that mean, guys? Explain. I thought it was Howard TV. Yeah. Nobody knows.
It's coming in, Howard.
Oh, it doesn't require coming in. Oh, hi, Doug. Yeah, it's on HowardTV.com.
Yeah, we put it on there first, and then it's going to go into the service. It's a little confusing, but it's something different. We wanted to put it on the website to get some...
buzz?
Some buzz there and doing, expose people to the product and what we do. And
I see.
A little
so people can get it for free then?
Yeah.
Okay, good. HowardTV.com.
Right.
You want us to be a buzz, and you did
right.
it. All right, very nice. So there it is. Rachel Fine asking people questions, and there's Sal with his 70-40.
Or 40-65.
40-65. He goes, oh, that's right, 40-60. Oh, 40-65. I mean, how does this guy become a stockbroker? You do have to take an exam, a math exam of some sort, I know. If you don't know 60-40... You got to be, I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there who aren't good at math. I get it. I'm one of them. But 60-40? 70-40?
And then to correct yourself.
And say 40-65. How did you become a stockbroker? It's mind-boggling.
I studied very hard. I got an 86.
I bet you studied hard.
You must have done, some incredible studying.
I worked from 9 to 5 to study for about 4 months straight. But the 40-65 was, I think, a joke.
I don't think it was.
But when
you think it was a joke. That means it wasn't a joke.
Right.
The 70-40, if I...
Only you know if it was a joke. Wow.
That's true.
You're operating at a low level, bro.
I'm really not. What I tried to say in the beginning was 70% make it through, and then I thought about it, and I said 40% didn't make it through, which I realize now is 110%.
You said 70-40.
Right, but I should have It was 70%.
Sal, listen to me.
What I would try to say...
Why even explain it?
I'll tell you why.
You're off. You're off. And then you said 65-40.
In the end,
and it wasn't a joke. I watched the show.
I don't think it was, but the point that I was trying to make is that at first I'm saying 70% makes it through, and then I thought 40% doesn't, and then what I was trying to rationalize in my head was that it's really 60-40, so I should have taken the 70% away.
Rachel pointed it out.
I know she did.
You didn't catch yourself.
Idiot. I was on two separate sides. I had one percentage that didn't make it through and one percentage that did make it through. But I didn't correct the differences in the two. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I know that I
Sal.
Idiot.
Sal.
I know how to do math and stuff. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Wow.
So there's still 70% that doesn't make it, or does make it through.
60%, I would say, makes it through.
And how many don't?
40, which is a total of 100%.
Right. Okay. Well, all right.
Thank you, Fred.
Wow.
And that's that.
How's life? Everything all right?
Oh, unbelievable.
You know, when he tries to figure out why his marriage is all fucked up and everything, you realize what he's operating with.
Yeah.
There's no
he's
way.
lucky that anything is working about it at all.
Like, I could fix his marriage in 3 seconds if I was him.
With a gun?
No. It'd be so simple.
Ow.
If I explained it to you, you wouldn't get it.
You would never be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to pull it off. You don't even understand what bugs your wife about you. She'd be madly in love with you within 10 minutes if you had my brain. But you don't.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you're operating 70-40. You're a stockbroker. This is crazy.
It was a legitimate mistake where I was...
Well, it's definitely a legitimate mistake.
But I was separating the two, and I didn't get a chance to fix it.
Right.
Like, Rachel fixed it for me.
Right.
Plus, the pressure of being...
Do you think if Rachel hadn't interceded, you would have fixed it eventually?
No, I don't.
I agree. So
once I saw the video, and then I'm like, wow, I think I would have fixed it once I saw the video.
Right.
But the point I was trying to make is that 70%, 40%, 70, and then when I said 40, I should have corrected the 70 to 60.
Right.
But I didn't do that. So I fixed it in my head.
What percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
What percentage neither? Wait a minute. Ask that question again. You took me
What
for a little bit.
percentage neither makes it through or gets on?
Neither makes it through. If it doesn't make it through, it can't get on.
There you go.
All right. Very good.
Very
You
good.
fucking-
Well, what percentage is that?
100% would neither make it through or get on, right? Am I right?
No.
I don't.
You're all
0%.
confused. You're jumbled.
What percent? Neither makes it through. It doesn't make it through,
Right.
and it doesn't get on.
Right.
0%?
Right.
Okay.
That's good. 0%.
100% of zero.
100%. 100% of zero. Now listen. What's the difference? The difference is you're doing well, and you're on top of your game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what matters.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Sal.
We do have a prank call from last week, Howard, that you really loved.
Which one?
The radio guy who, when we made fun of his songs, that guy Bart, when we called Radio.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, you want me to play that again?
Well, you loved it a lot. We only played it once, so just
All
a
right.
reminder.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate
What
it.
page is that?
That's going to be on GP1 in orange, and
Yeah, these guys bum out if I don't play their bits more than once.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had the conversation with him, but
Did you tell them I've rejected 3 phony
Yeah.
phone calls in a row, and the boys are like very confused.
we're getting better with it. It hurts,
Yeah.
but we have to just keep moving ahead and doing the best
Yeah,
we
that's
can.
awful for them.
I rejected another one this morning, and this one, Sal said to Gary.
What can I?
Well, Gary said to Sal actually.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, it's not going to make it." And Sal goes, "Listen, this phony phone call we've been working on for 3 years.
It's true though.
3 years.
It's a tribute though to Blue Iris because 3 years ago when she was alive, we had her call Christmas stores for Christmas balls, and then it got progressively vulgar.
So he says this. I listened to the thing, and I felt it wasn't up to the standards of the show. Maybe another show it would work on, but it didn't. It was a funny idea that just didn't work. So Gary has to go back and tell Sal and Richard, and that conversation is just tedious. I don't understand.
Do they tape those? Oh, I would love to.
we should.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty good about it. It's really weird because Sal gets a little bit more pouty.
I wasn't pouty. I was just saying.
No, not today. Just in general. He gets a little bit, really. He gets really. And Richard just acts like he didn't hear what I just said.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes, but we did this phone call. And I was like, I know, but Howard didn't really like it.
Well, Blue Iris calls his store asking for balls, Christmas.
Right.
And the woman's like, that's, no, we don't have that. And then hangs up the phone. And I'm not sure how it's a phony phone. I mean, she had the appropriate reaction, the woman.
Well, no, she was kind of shocked once. The whole idea of an old lady asking for hairy balls and stuff like that because it progressively got worse.
But the woman on the phone who you're pranking is like, we don't have those things, and this is terrible.
Yeah, she was kind of shocked though, so that was accomplished.
Should I play? This is where
Now
I play.
I have to see what they worked on for 3 years.
Okay. Here, you got it on.
Well, it was only 3 years because we cut the clips and she died, and we every Christmas we took an attempt with the same clips and called Christmas ball.
All right,
places.
here's a
but
bit
I'm
that
saying,
Richard.
3 years in the making.
Here's a bit that Richard and Sal worked on for 3 years that I rejected this morning because myself, Gary, John Hine, and JD were all looking at each other, scratching our heads.
Yeah, because John Hine and JD, they're really qualified when it comes to comedy.
I didn't rely on
I
them.
should have wrote the fast food show. I'm sorry.
I rejected it, and then I said to them, "Am I wrong here, guys?"
Well, why don't you ask guys who actually create prank calls or
Well,
popular?
you guys love everything you do.
Well, not true.
Yeah, well,
The
who are you
stuff
going
we
to
don't
ask,
love,
Sal and Richard?
The stuff we don't love, we don't give to you.
Right.
All
Okay.
right. But
All right,
ultimately,
here
I
it is.
respect your decision.
Here is a call that Sal and Richard made, and I'm happy to put it on here. They worked on it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Happy holidays. Thank you for calling, and I'm going to help you.
Hello, is this a Christmas store?
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
I'm looking for Christmas balls, and I was wondering if you carry black balls.
Do I have what, darling?
In black.
Black bulbs?
Yeah.
No, ma'am, I don't have any black Christmas balls.
Do you have colored balls?
I have color balls, yes, ma'am.
If I come down to the store, can I see the balls?
Yes, you can come down to the store and see the balls, baby. Come on down here and see them.
Okay. Do you have hairy ones?
Hairy? What do you mean, hairy, baby?
Do you have hairy balls?
Oh, my God. No, ma'am. I never seen a hairy ball before. Don't do Jesus, really?
Do you have saggy balls?
Have what?
Do you have saggy balls?
Oh, my God, really?
Do you have any that shoots cum?
Good
Do
sound.
they shoot cum?
Who is this?
I'm just asking if any of your balls shoot cum.
No, they do not. Who is this?
I want to floss my teeth with your ball hair.
Oh, my God. Happy holidays. Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Oh, hi. We got disconnected.
Yes, we did get disconnected.
Well, there it is.
Maybe I have to get in a time machine, go back to 2008 and listen to it.
Benji was laughing.
Oh, come on.
I couldn't even look at Sal
Sal.
because I knew Sal was selling it.
I wasn't. I was being quiet.
I looked at Sal, and he's cracking up during it. And, like, looking around the room for anyone who would
Right.
laugh.
I'm not looking over there.
So the reason it doesn't work, I can tell you it doesn't work. And if someone disagrees with me, feel free to step in.
that's fine.
No, I know you'll step in and disagree. I'm talking
No,
about someone
I
else.
don't disagree. You know, I respect
It didn't.
your decision.
Listen, I admire that you put in 3 years on this. You know, hard work is great.
I
But
think a fourth is in the
yeah, I think you need to. In other words, the ball joke is a long stretch as it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have
Wait a
hairy balls?
second.
Do you have this balls, that
Yeah.
ball? Her reaction is actually normal. She goes, "Oh my goodness, you're saying something ridiculous," and she hangs up.
We've made. If I let
No, I
you hear
know.
thousands with this premise.
Did you ever say to yourself, maybe the premise doesn't work?
We keep going sometimes,
Right.
and we thought it was a nice, loving tribute as well to Blue Iris. Who
Well,
passed away.
I'm all for tributes.
Yeah.
But listen,
You know
don't
how
waste
Natalie?
your time.
You know how Natalie Kuhn-Cole got spliced in with her dad for Unforgettable. We felt like we were bringing back Blue
And
Iris.
Richard, you don't know to say to Sal, it's enough already. It's not working. The premise. Let's move on to a new one rather than spend 3 years on this.
Well, we took 3 months to do the Langford Sour Shoes call, and that ended up
Well,
working
that
great.
was great.
Yeah, a lot of our calls, they take a long time, and you just never know.
Well, this one's not working.
Yeah.
I hate that. Does anyone disagree? Robin?
No.
Fred?
You know, I was actually trying to like it because I know how hard these guys work on
Listen,
it.
I want to
But the-
like it.
But the squawky voice with the woman was,
Right, that was also a
very
problem.
disconcerting. That was
Yeah.
strike one.
Mm-hmm.
Strike two, it was basically the same joke all the way through. The only time I was sort of moved when she had a little emotion and said, Jesus.
Right.
But that's not enough to carry the whole thing.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something that I've learned with this photography. If you take all of the pictures you ever take and you put them up and you say to someone, hey, evaluate my photography. And the person will look at it and look at your 10 best pictures. They go, wow, you're a great photographer. Then you show them your 10 okay pictures. They go, oh, you're pretty good. Then you show them some more pictures that aren't so great. And then they go, by the end they go, you're a shitty photographer. You know, gee, you're not so good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do photographers do? They only show their greatest work. See, that's what I'm trying to do with you guys.
Right.
You guys have many stellar A-plus phony phone calls and funny bits.
It would be a disservice to you.
Right. I'm trying to
play
save you.
that among your greats.
But
People go, Richard and Sal are geniuses. You know why? Because I'm a genius. I make sure your shitty material doesn't go on. I'm an editor.
But the thing we worry about...
Look at me. Don't talk so much.
Okay.
I want to know what he worries about.
I'm your secret weapon.
Yes.
I edit your material, and I say, look at these two geniuses. Now, what do you worry about? Robin wants to know.
The thing we worry about is sometimes it takes a little bit to get a really good call, and we don't want you to think that we're not doing anything
Listen
back
to
there.
me. Listen
so
to me.
sometimes we'll turn in something mediocre so that you
don't.
know that we're working.
Now you've been honest. This is the first time you're honest with me. Never turn in mediocrity to me because it makes you seem mediocre.
But we want you to know that we're working.
I know you're working. Turn it in when it works. Don't turn in shit like that.
But
So you knew that was bad.
I
knew.
loved it. Me and Sal were dying laughing
Sal and I.
when we were doing these.
No,
Sal
you
and
were
I,
not
I mean.
dying laughing. That would say that there's something very, very wrong with you. They were not dying laughing over that. You weren't. Sal, you weren't dying laughing.
We were having so much fun doing the calls.
Right.
It was very,
it is
very
fun.
funny.
The process is fun.
It was hilarious.
You have a fun job.
We were dying laughing.
But be like the great photographer. Let me tell you something.
Sure.
Richard Avedon was one of the great photographers. He didn't show you every picture he made.
Mm-hmm.
He probably took some shitty pictures. But he only showed you the good ones. He knew which ones were good.
Ansel Adams was good, too.
Ansel Adams, very good. Why was he so great? Did he show you everything he took? No. Smart. Sat down, he said, let me take my best shit and show it around. But you got to know what your best stuff is. If you think everything you do is the greatest, then you're never going to be a great.
You know, I remember one time, Howard, you said about Jackie Gleason when they found the lost 39 episodes. You said there's a reason why he buried them. They were shit.
That's
They
right.
were. And the original Honeymooners were phenomenal.
He knew the great ones.
Well, I hope you
So
go
you're
on
our Jackie Gleason.
and burning those tapes because you don't want anybody to find the bad ones.
The reason you work here is because I like you too, and I think you're funny
Thank you.
guys, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Not an issue. You've been here long enough, you know that. When you give me the shitty material, that's fine. Give me everything you do. But when I reject it, understand why I'm doing it.
We do. I do.
This show has integrity. When we put something on there, we're saying this is funny. Robin, you understand my point?
I do. I
Okay.
think it's a very fine one.
Right. And
I didn't know they were doing this kind of crap.
there's a guy named Scott Kelby. You ever hear that name?
No.
All right. He's a photographer, and he gives lectures on photography. And that was his point. He says, if you're going to show your work, show the stuff that's great, and then everyone thinks you're a great photographer.
But that's the whole point of editing.
Right.
If you're doing something live, you don't have the opportunity. But in editing, when you're doing it back there, the whole point is to only show your gems.
Yes, Terry, you're on the air in Brooklyn.
I think, Howard, the answer's obvious. The boys must be separated.
Well, you make something of a point. I wonder if I separated you two, if you guys would be more effective. Like maybe you just feed off each other's insanity, and that maybe you're both going off the deep end.
They're in a rut, I think, Hal.
Maybe you need to be separated. Would that help at all?
I think it would be a lot worse.
Right,
We
okay.
feed off each other.
I'd be heartbroken.
That's funny.
You know.
Well, you come in here one more time with one bad bit.
Well, now we're going to be scared to turn anything in.
Well, last week we had a bunch of home runs that Howard loved. So.
Get out of here. Yeah, what about the Tradio singing the guy's theme song? That was good.
Yeah.
That
was a good one.
One of our last
that was
ones
it. Well,
we did.
that's why I aired it.
Yes.
See, I'm making you look like a home run hitter.
Irate Pizza Coach you love. That
Right.
was a big one.
Well, there's a million I like.
Yeah, there are. And
Well,
we appreciate it.
but you don't have to. Don't fight me so hard on this. Trust me that I know better than you. I'm the king of all media. They're talking about I'm going to be some sort of judge. They want to pay me a fortune to be a fucking judge. So I must know what the fuck I'm doing. Right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Of course.
You guys are getting that benefit and squandering it. You learn nothing.
I'm not out to get you. You're my team.
You know what should happen when you're listening to the judging?
What?
You should turn in less crap.
Right. You have to learn. And even if you don't have the ability to edit your own material, you play it for me, and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
But
and then trust
it's
me.
a shame that you continually give them this guidance and they're not getting it.
I know.
It's been a while.
Well, we kind of feel like we need to turn in several things a week.
Well, listen, the part of your problem is you spent 3 years doing this. And by year 2, it should have occurred to you. It wasn't going anywhere.
Well,
you understand?
It was a day or two each year. It wasn't continuous
All right.
3 years.
Well, who knows? He says it took him 3 years to produce that.
I don't know. Those Christmas stores stay open all year round now.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Stretch, go ahead. You're on the air in Boston.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Robin just took the words right out of my mouth. Every time that they get criticized or anything like that, the same conversation comes up.
Over and over again. You know, I'll tell you why this show today is important. You know, people talk about their boss and this and that, and he's an asshole, and they hate him, the man. Sometimes the boss knows what he's talking about. I've built up years of credibility in this area.
Sure.
So, you know, you could see these two. They probably go home and go, boy, Howard doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. I understand plenty. I'm trying to make you guys look like heroes. So the audience goes, oh, my God, Richard and Sal. Jillian Barbary was starting. Oh, my God, Richard and Sal are the funniest. You know why you're the funniest? Because I take all your shit out. I'm hauling the garbage out into the... And believe me, my back hurts today from hauling all this garbage. All right?
Yeah.
I'm doing it because the show has integrity, and I want you guys to look like superstars.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Right. I'm not doing this to bust your balls.
Oh, we're not taking it that way.
All right. Oh, you're taking it hard. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. I got to tell you, as a long-time listener, I've been listening since your first day in Philly. This phony phone call thing's played out anyway. I mean, really. I mean, I think if you want these guys to do something, to have them do those old bits like this morning you opened up with the gay tanic. I miss stuff like that. And I think.
Well, listen. No, phony phone calls will never get tired or old. They won't. Phony phone calls you just got to put the best prank calls on.
And we've done games. We did the Get Debbie the Come Lady game. We've been doing street interviews.
These guys do a lot of great stuff. All right, look, the two of you, go back to that room of yours.
We will.
Go do your work.
All right.
Come up with something good. Come up with something bad. Just trust in me that when I listen to it, I know what I'm talking about.
But they could start to try editing themselves.
Well,
we do edit
when
ourselves.
Something is not worth.
Oh, that Blue Iris call was like
Street.
5 minutes. We edited it way down.
Listen, Robin. You're talking to a guy who had 70-40.
Oh, come on.
All right, listen. Let me edit them. So if you tell them to edit themselves, I'll never hear anything.
Yeah. Can we go out on a high note with a prank that you did like?
No, that's all right. Goodbye.
You got it.
Get out of here.
Sal.
And that's that, folks. Yes.
Something like that can really take the wind out of one's sails. I mean,
well, I don't have sails. I have arms.
but I've heard Howard say before, where the boys been? Seems like it's been a while since anything's come out of that room.
Right.
And then now he's saying, you know, it's got to be nothing but quality over quantity. So I must imagine that that's confusing for you guys at times.
No, it's not confusing. Is that when he says, look, what are the boys doing? We want to make sure that he knows that we're working, and we are constantly working. And that when we do provide material and he's not pleased with it, kind of bums us out as well, because we want to make him aware that we are providing and working very, very, very hard. Some things hit, some things miss. But the pressure that we get from hearing that, what are the boys doing, and then providing and it not working, the combination of the two is hard to take. So it was nice today that Howard made it clear that we do work very hard and we do provide a lot of great material. Not as great as Ronnie Munn, but it's close.
So when you're getting hit by the boss, and Gary's in there as well, another one of your quote-unquote enemies around the workplace, then Robin starts chiming in. Is your blood ready to boil?
That's typical Robin, you know what I mean? Basically like the lion, the tiger does the work. It jumps onto the antelope and feeds, but then who comes in later? The Weasley hyena, so you're used to that little bite in the back of your ass when you're not expecting it. So
which animal is which?
Well, first of all,
who's the Weasley hyena?
That would be Robin. He's saying, he goes, what do you think of Robin's?
What about Gary?
Oh, Gary would be the orangutan. He would just be swinging around. Gary would be just clueless eating bananas someplace. He wouldn't even be by the antelope. The point that I'm trying to...
orangutans and hyenas don't ever work together.
I'm not talking... No, my answer was to Robin. He said, what do you feel about Robin?
But you said lions, hyenas, and orangutans.
Well, look...
They don't usually work together. So
it doesn't matter.
It's a Geographic Channel.
It's an analogy. So here I am on the ground, pounced as a beat-to-shit antelope, dying. And the last bites that have to come in are from the hyena, That's how.
Now, back to the orangutan.
That's Gary. That's a different story. That's all.
But I've seen moments where he's flat out rejected a call.
Sure.
Or he hasn't been as forthcoming with prank calls to Howard that you guys really believe in. That's got to really frustrate you.
No, that's fine. That's his job. He's a filter before Howard. So there's even a lot of stuff that's not good that Howard doesn't get to hear, and that's fine. That's how the show works.
So you guys have 100% trust.
We certainly respect Gary's.
Absolutely,
Gary's a producer of this show. For over 25 years, he knows the content, he knows what works, he knows what doesn't work. So we certainly respect Gary's opinion on this. Always. That's why we go to him first. Gary listens, and
you know, a lot of times he gives us good constructive criticism as well on editing and stuff like that. So Gary certainly is a help when it comes to this stuff.
Gary, he'll come in and say to cut parts down and stuff, and then it works. And so it's great to have that other ear there.
And you always refer to people you respect as orangutans, too, so that's very consistent.
Well, Sal said that.
Again, he's worked here for 25 years. I mean, if he hasn't been referenced to as a monkey, then what the fuck am I talking about?
So now what? Just back to the lab?
That's it.
Keep grinding away?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you two.
All right.
To that phony phone call grind.
Here we go.
The old 9 to 5.
Yep.
Casey's downstairs. What do I do? Do I let him up? Does he have to wait to talk to Howard?
Yeah, you gotta wait to Howard. But is he on the lam? Like, did he just get arrested?
I said, I go, dude, weren't you just in LA like yesterday? He goes, yeah, I'm in town for the Turkey Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm supposed to know what the fuck that means.
The Turkey what?
The Turkey Bowl. So I spoke to him on the phone, and I was like, all right, give me like 15 minutes. I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. So the visitor center called again already, like he wants to come up.
Right.
I got to wait till a break to talk to Howard, but we'll probably have him up. So if we do that, I'll just tell you to go down and get him. But in case somebody calls you, I just got to keep, I got to wait to make sure Howard wants him up.
Okay.
Because if I let him up and Howard doesn't want him up, how am I going to get rid of him?
Right. Now, do you want him searched before he comes in?
Absolutely.
6 weeks ago.
Hey, Gary. What's going on downstairs? Can you just set up for us?
Yeah, Casey called. Somebody called from downstairs that Casey was here. I said, can't possibly be Casey because he just got arrested yesterday, my understanding. But so put him on the phone, and it was Casey. So what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm in town. So we're bringing him up. I didn't really get into too much of what happened. I just bring him up and let Howard talk to him.
What are you anticipating given his past and...
a lot of excuses. It was an accident. I don't know. Maybe he'll come up and say, you know what, I was fucking drunk and I'm out of control and I need help. Or maybe he'll say, it wasn't what it looks like.
Hey, what's up, Case?
Whoa. Come on, I tried to get you the nuts. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. Shuli is very handsome.
Thank you, Case. Love you.
Love it.
What brings you by, man?
Shuli's penis.
Same reason we're all here, I guess.
This is very true.
All right, man. I'll let you get to Howard. I know you got some stuff to talk about.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
What's up, brother? Hug, huh? I get a hug.
I'm doing good.
Good. What do you get here? You got a pinky? You still chewing that shit? Make your fucking jaw drop out.
I know. Well, can't say hello.
Sit down, man. Sit down. We're gonna bring in here in a couple seconds. I gotta get sign a release.
He don't gotta do that.
No, he does. He wants to talk to you.
Anybody different on here? How you doing, man?
I don't know, but it just seems like a crazy concept. Yeah.
Initial front and sign the back. So what's going on?
Oh, it's a little slice of heaven looking for God's mercy.
What does that mean?
Isaac, you're on there. We'll take a couple of phone calls.
I love Bruce.
And maybe I'll play you medicated.
Orange meat?
Come on, Gar.
You were never a sports fan. You're a Henry Rollins guy.
Yeah, man, but I know what you're talking about, finally.
Like you're into, because you weren't that into Bruce when you were here.
I can't imagine making.
What's your favorite song?
One Step Up.
It's a good one.
Somewhere along the line.
It's a good one.
You know you love that's no, we talked about that. I mean, the Tunnel of Love, that album. He was
I put that's in my book.
Are you kidding?
The opening quote is from a song from Tunnel of Love. When you
put on Fat Man Sitting on a Little Stool?
No,
way too violent.
It's from
I don't know how.
Brilliant Disguise.
Don't tell me what it is. I never read the book, but I'll tell you what it is.
It's the last line of the song.
You're looking at me. No.
God have mercy on the man that doubts what he's sure of.
Yes, Isaac.
Hey, let me let him know that you're here.
Please don't do that.
Just to do what?
Tell him I want to talk about Bruce with you.
But wait, are you here to come on the air? Because that's what
I was here just. You know what? It doesn't even matter. That's cool.
Do you want to talk on the air?
I don't care.
I assumed that maybe it's crazy. I assumed that you came by.
Nothing to promote, man. I'm just hanging.
But I guess they want to ask you about what happened about you getting arrested last week. Are you up for talking about that?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, they talked about it already, but I mean,
yeah, no.
But let me.
That was the best jail ever.
What did you get arrested for?
Last one, DW.
And were you?
Speaking of, do you have some vodka in here?
I don't have it. I'm sorry.
You want to get the shakes?
What's your story? What's going on, Chris? Last time you called us, you were in Bellevue, right? It was like a month ago.
No, I think I was watching my friend's dog. Kind of the same thing. But you know who's a good dude? That David Arquette. Real good guy. He's really a good guy.
Wait, you hooked up with him and he...
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
And what is he doing for you?
Well, he's...
Do you think what they're reading is true?
Apparently he was crazy as well.
Right. But what's he doing for you? Like, did you speak to him off the air?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He called you off the air?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was real nice.
What are you doing for yourself? To, you know...
I think I got the asthma, I don't know.
What are you doing for yourself to get better?
I did something good. Oh, I just did a commercial.
No, what are you doing for yourself mentally to get better?
Looking for God's mercy. This is how it goes.
So where do you live?
Wherever I am is home.
So are you at your mom's house because you're in New York?
I was in California.
Right.
I just came back and
So as a for instance, when did you get into New York from LA?
A day and a half ago.
So how do you pay for that ticket?
I did that commercial.
Right.
I got that was nice. That was
so
that
why
was
did,
that'll keep me going for a couple months.
So you got the money from the commercial. So why did you come to New York?
Like got arrested.
Right.
I have nephews. I got friends here.
You said you came here because you got arrested?
Well, yeah, I got arrested.
Right. So you left. Are you allowed to leave the state?
Oh yeah, no, that's simple.
But that's why you left. That's why you came to New York.
No, I got nothing out there. I did the work that I had to do.
So are you out here? I'm just trying to. Are you out here visiting, or are you out here like, hey, I'm done with LA. I'm going to stay in New York for a while?
No idea. Day by day.
You got a place in LA?
No, Priceline.
What do you mean Priceline?
Priceline.com.
That's a place? Like, no, in other words, where do you stay?
Yeah, I go on Priceline.
And where do you get hotels?
Yeah. I've been staying there. I've done it for months.
Really?
Cheap, man.
Like what? So what do you get? Like for
$40?
Really? You go to Priceline, you say I'm willing to pay $40, and they find your place.
It's like a bullet, man.
That's a good commercial for Priceline. And so
fuck them though. Don't.
So where are you staying while you're in New York?
When I'm here,
like right now.
Middle Island.
But I don't mean like what town. I mean like, is it your brother's house?
It's a friend of mine.
Of course. And what did you get to see your mom and everybody?
Yeah, but she don't live here anymore, which kind of sucks. She lives in Arizona.
Oh, I didn't know that. How about your brother? Your brother's still in Long Island, though, right?
Yeah.
Still coaching and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see him?
Yeah, I saw him. My nephews, Jason sitting overhand. Like I taught him how to hit.
Oh.
He's 5.
That's good. So you want to talk to Howard?
Dude, I don't care. I just came to see.
It's up to you. If it's not what you want to do, then it's fine. I assume when this is me just being the fucking producer. I think your dad says, "Oh, Casey's here. He wants to talk about what happened." But if that's not the case, then
yeah, that's fine.
But it's only if you want to.
I don't care. If you guys going right to the news, that's fine.
No. I mean, if we were to talk to you, now would be the time. In like 20 minutes, we'll definitely go right to the news. So if you don't,
it's fine, man. Does anybody dip right now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna nix it. Yeah. That's totally cool.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me.
I got nothing to promote though. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
There's something they took that they
What did they
decided to
bury?
base their whole philosophy.
I don't know what the fuck to do. I need your help on this. You know, he's completely out of it. He's like, I was like, you want to go in there? He goes, I don't know. I'm not really. He was like, he's not positive why he's here. He's not going to promote. He'll go on the air if we want to, but he doesn't have to go on the air.
You know what? I think it would be great for the radio show.
I can tell you, I don't think he's interested.
I think it'd be great for the radio show. But I think like Howard was saying this morning about Sal and Richard, like we're doing him no favors by putting him on. I don't know. Am I going to want to feel better?
If he don't, he wanted to say hello, but if we want to go on, it's fine. But it's not really.
I mean, I just don't think it does him any good to come off all fucked up on the air.
He can't answer a question correctly, so I don't know. But now I don't know how to go. I don't know what to do. Like I got a 4-minute window of opportunity for how it's going to be. It's too fucking late.
Should we put up a note and say Casey's here, but he's a little out?
I've extended put a note for Fred to push for a break so he can talk to her.
And after studying it for many, many years,
Okay, then
I came to the conclusion that it was a huge waste of my time.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to,
Just make sure this gets to me before I can't imagine how long it'll last.
Multiple choice on kosher food.
Kosher food, right? For food items, you tell me which one is okay.
Casey's stopped by, but I don't know if we should put him on the air or not. Gary, come in here.
Armstrong?
Casey Armstrong. You know I love Casey.
I thought he was in jail.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. What's going on with Casey? Is he all right? He came by. He said, "Hey, can I come up and say hello to you guys?"
Well, they said he was downstairs. I assumed that he wanted to come up and say hello. And then when he got up here, he's like, "I want to say hello to you guys." I said, "Do you want to go on the air?" And he goes, "If you want me to, but I don't have anything to promote."
Right. Yeah, no, forget it. Yeah.
You don't want to just look at him and say hello.
Maybe you want to look at him. He's not the hot chick he used to be.
Is he okay?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But I'm not sure he knows that.
Right. Well, maybe we should go talk to him, and maybe you could give him some help.
You mean like here?
I don't. No, not on the air.
I've been trying to do that for like the last 10 minutes.
Well. Oh, jeez. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
I don't know what to do with him because
What's going on?
He's like out of it, But,
what is out of it?
I've been sort of interviewing, trying to figure out what's what. Like, I'm like, what are you doing here?
What's going on with?
Well, I'm like, what are you doing here? So, for instance, I said, like, Casey, like, where'd you get the money to come to New York? I said, why'd you come to New York? Because I got arrested. And I said, well, aren't you not allowed to leave? He said, no, I can leave. And I said, well, where'd you get the money from? He goes, well, I did a commercial some stuff a couple months. I go, where do you live in L.A.? He goes, Priceline. I said, what does that mean? So he says, I go on Priceline. He goes, I go on Priceline. He goes, I put in what I want to pay for a hotel. I go, what do you pay? He goes, like $40 a night. I said, this is also a commercial for Priceline.
Right.
Like he just, he goes, well, fuck them. I don't want to give them anything.
So that doesn't sound like he's out of it.
He sounds very disturbed, man.
Yeah,
what is he saying?
It's a tone, not a...
Just his look, even the guy outside.
So what are we going to do now? Now he's up here. Well, so he didn't want to come on the air.
He's not sure. The whole... Everything's weird. Like nothing... It's all over the place.
Well, he looks like he's going to cry any second.
He does?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, why don't we have him call from the phone in the other room?
Listen, part of it's interesting, part of it's odd, part of it's sad.
Yeah.
You know what could be a way to do it good for him and the air at the same time? Have a psychologist talk to him on the air.
I don't have a
Should he be committed?
Oh, the one thing, if you were looking for a tiny angle, I guess, he said, David Arquette's a good guy. I guess David called him off the air.
Right.
He said, I said, what do you guys talk about? He goes, well, he's crazy too, but, he's not crazy anymore. And
all right, you know what? Let me, maybe I'll have him call in from the green. I don't know. Maybe you should just go get him some help or something. I don't know what to do.
I wouldn't know what to do with him.
I know.
I wouldn't know who to call.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, what are you doing for yourself? He goes, what do you mean? I said, what are you doing to help yourself to get better? He's like, what are you talking about?
You want to let Casey say hello real quick?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into a long Casey discussion.
I'll bring him here and you can figure out how it goes.
All right. Real quick. This is Casey, used to work for us.
Hey!
Casey, what's going on? Everyone's alarmed that like something's wrong with you or something. Are you okay?
Yeah, dude. I'm looking for God's mercy. I'm here.
What does that mean?
I'm here seeing some friends.
Right. So you're okay, right?
I'm afraid of Fred.
Something's never changed.
He's all right. He's all right.
The guy, he's got guns.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
he's got guns like you do.
Casey, what did it mean the other day when you said Benji was...
Cockstrong.
Cockstrong. Yeah, what does that mean?
I take it back. He's skinny now.
Yeah.
He's not cockstrong anymore.
No.
He looks like Richard. Does Richard have AIDS? No,
Are you okay?
Everybody's skinny. Scott's skinny.
What is this report that I heard that you're up for drunk driving or something? What's going on there? Just tell me you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah, that was
drunk driving's the worst, man.
Where did you get that? That's why I didn't think you were in
I was
New
in
York.
Laguna Beach.
What happened?
I don't even know what I did wrong. I just.
How about driving drunk?
No, I was fine. You know,
Yeah?
the thing is, like, you know, when he was giving me those tests, I'm like, come on, Case, be an athlete. You know what I mean? And I did. I passed them all.
Right.
Like, I did great.
Yeah.
All of them. Like, you know, spot on.
Right, breathalyzer, though.
Oh, not the breathalyzer, no.
Right.
That was the thing that tripped you up.
You know, everything physical, I did awesome.
What happened? You driving around? Were you drinking?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not while you drive, but you went. Were you
You
drinking?
had been drinking.
No, I was drinking while I was driving.
Oh, Jesus!
But it was in a water bottle.
Right. Oh, I see. Are you that much of an alcoholic now that you drink out of a water bottle?
Hey, you know, it was there, so I drank it. It wasn't
It's so
mine.
crazy because
It wasn't yours?
No, it was somebody else's.
So what's going to happen with these charges? I mean, are you in trouble?
No, I got Chris McCann, who is the best lawyer ever.
Right. And you drank, and they took you out of the car, and they said, walk a straight line. I
did it all.
You did it all.
What did they test? Did they give you? Did you have to stand on one leg and do the arm
I did
thing?
that. But here's the thing. This is kind of funny. You have to stand on one leg, and you point your toe forward, and you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. I got up to 19 1,000, and then after that, I didn't know what came. I'm like, how do you say it? Like
21,000.
I'm like 2,000, and then 2001. I'm like,
Guy,
sir, I don't know what to say.
You weren't drunk. You were just stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say. He
He's
goes,
not
really?
drunk.
He should stop you by then. I did it all good.
Yeah. Well, you do look good. I mean, you know, I said to Gary, how does Casey look? And he's like, oh, the guy's still good looking. Still got that.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to do the right thing.
All right. And don't drive and drink, please. That's a real downer with me, man.
No,
I don't
you're
go for
100%
that.
right.
I don't want to be the asshole who gets into a car accident with you.
No, Howard, you're 100% right.
Right.
But before I leave, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels. Can I take that in my car with me right quick?
He asked for the vodka earlier.
Really?
He's looking for vodka, and the other thing, if we have any, what do you call that stuff? The chew?
A dip. Yeah, I need a dip.
You need a dip?
Anybody chew?
Are you
Maybe
that?
a skull.
Are you an alcoholic now?
Oh yeah, dude. I always was. That's
Are
why
you?
I told you, man. That's why I got fired.
Wow.
It was horrible.
I didn't
Why
realize.
are you continually taking these major deep breaths? What's that all about?
I think I got the asthmas. I'm not quite sure.
Are you very stressed right now?
I'm always stressed, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
And I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a quick
But I like
theory.
the Katy Perry.
I have a quick theory. Casey, be as honest as you can about this. Did you stop up to say hello to us, or did you stop up to hope that you could get a bottle of vodka or Jack from us?
That's fucked up, Gary. I love you, but that's fucked up.
Right.
No, he's right though.
Hey, is he?
No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't do that. I got the vodka in the car.
Right. Are you able to make money?
Say what?
Are you making money? Are you
I
all
just
right?
did a commercial
Yeah? For what?
for a back brace.
Are you nude in it?
No, but I'm topless.
All right.
I'm very handsome.
Have you ever sold your body to a man for sex? Be honest.
Once in the 80s, I don't want to talk about it. No, Howard, I never did that. I
All
wouldn't,
right.
and I wouldn't do it. The gay photograph thing, that's another thing. I was tricked.
Do you have vodka in your car right now?
Yes, I do.
You do. Don't drink it, please. I'm begging you. Casey, don't do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
All
What are you
right.
talking about? Come on, I'm teetotal.
Use your head. Use your fucking
I got a bagel down there.
Yeah. Are you drunk now?
No.
All right. Well, Robin, that's
1
Casey.
1,000, 2 1,000.
Don't know what to do when you get
Well,
to
I'm
20.
glad to see you, man.
Howard, I love you guys.
Love you too. I
wanted
hope everything's all right.
To say hello and
It's Casey, everybody.
Robin's always hot.
Yeah, everybody loves Robin and everyone loves Casey.
And Casey, that chewing, I can't believe you do that.
Yeah, it's a nasty habit. I picked it up in Kentucky. Hey, by the way, WKU, they played LSU, number 1. LSU.
What are you doing today?
Well, I have wood to chop.
Where?
Back on Long Island. I got a chiminea. Do you know what that is?
What?
A chiminea?
No.
It's an outside iron thing. I after that hurricane, there was a whole bunch of wood. I got a chainsaw, and I chop it with the axe. Best exercise ever.
Right.
You love
Yeah?
it.
Thanks, Casey. All
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Good seeing
It's
you.
you know, that's horrible. All right, Howard, I love you, and I'm gone.
Love you. All right. He should not be operating a chainsaw.
Or anything. He's going to drive back to Long Island.
He seemed okay to me. Benji was right.
Where you off to now?
Go and do some dirt.
What's that mean?
I'll tell you when the cameras go off.
Dude, good luck. Take care of yourself, would you?
You know I love you, right?
Right there. Still, you know, I saw my garage is over the football you signed for me. Like fucking 12, 13 years ago. I really do.
Yeah, you're a good motherfucker.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
All right, I'll be next door, but I probably won't see you. Take care of yourself. Take care, really. Say hi to your mom and your brother. I will. Thanks, Gavin.
All right, guys.
I don't know if it's the type of situation with Casey, like Boy Who Cries Wolf, or even a cry for help, but I sensed something almost final in the way he said goodbye to you just now. The way he hugged you and said, Gary, you're a good guy. He looked teary-eyed.
No, I mean, I've been through that before, so I've seen sort of stuff like this. And, you know, I didn't get a sense of finality, but I do have a sense of a guy who's in a bad place.
And I've asked you this question many times before, but are these attempts at calling in and stopping by cries for help, or are they just genuine ulterior motive with promoting?
I don't think there was an ulterior motive today, but I'm not sure what. I don't know why he came by today.
What can be done when a guy doesn't want to be helped the way?
Nothing. Nothing can be done.
It's just you just sort of have to wait and see, and he's an adult, and
I can't tackle him and take him somewhere if that he doesn't want to go to. Did that to him once. We sort of did that to him once, and he left after a day. So I don't know what else. You know, if he came to me and said, Gary, I need help really bad, I'd make a call in a second.
But he needs to actually.
It's got to be his idea. It's been on for a long time, so it's got to be his idea. He's a grown-up.
I'll say it over here.
Okay, it's good to see you, man.
All right. Good.
Ron, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, hold on. What's up, man?
Ron, every now and again, even though the show is 99% ball busting and humor,
yeah,
something like today happens where someone close to the show, you know, former core member of the show, like AC,
right,
comes in here and we're not really sure what to make of it. I mean, he seems sad, he seems scattered.
He seems all over the place. I feel real bad. He seems like he's in a very bad place right now. He seems like he wants to cry.
Exactly.
And it's very sad for me to see because I know him a long time. And I've helped him out of a lot of jams.
But it seems it seems like this is a jam that only he himself can get himself out of.
Yeah, it's, you know, he's not going down a good road right now. That's what I can see from the whole situation, you know. So.
When I talked to Gary earlier, I said his goodbye to Gary in the green room just before you spoke with him seemed very final and weird and sad, and I don't know, I got a very bad vibe from it. And Gary didn't seem to think. Gary seems to think we've been down this road before. It's not as extreme, but he admitted it's very sad.
The problem is you never know what's going to happen. When a person is in a state like that, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, we've been through it here already, you know, with other people that work here, and it's not a good thing, man. I don't know what to say, man.
In a way, he's kind of like a son of this show.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Exactly. He knows my son. You know, he actually just told me he stays in contact on Facebook with my son. So he seemed very concerned about Artie. He wanted to see Artie, but Artie, nobody gets back to him, which is nothing we don't know about because none of us can get in touch with him really.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of parallels between the two of them.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Well,
very upsetting. Very. That's the deal.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, on Monday's wrap-up show, the shit hit the fan, and myself, Benji, and Scott Salem all had to defend ourselves about who left a big giant stink in the bathroom. Then later, Tracy came in to give a whole state of the bathroom update about what's going on in there and the current conditions inside our bathroom. So check it out.
First, we have to start with this bathroom controversy. Now, Gary, I thought there was an edict that no one should be taking a crap in that bathroom to start with.
Well, there is, but you're on the honor system. It's like West Point here. You're on the. We always said that you're not. Howard said, "I don't want people taking a crap in there," but I think some people, probably like Jason, have said, "Does that count for off days or when the show is long over?"
It's a fair question. I don't know. I just remember when that thing with Sal went down last time. It was like nobody was supposed to take a dump.
Well, I have a question about recently, like within the last 6 months recently, Howard gave Ross Zapin permission to use the bathroom specifically to take dumps.
Was it specific to that?
That was his thing. I can't take dumps in the public bathroom.
That's the Ross corollary, Jason.
What's up?
That's the Ross corollary.
What I'm saying is
butterfly effect.
I have never been aware of a total shitting ban in the bathroom. I've heard no shitting during the show, which I don't have time for anyway.
But why would you do it? Like, why even take the chance, knowing that it's going to eventually get back to you, or could get back to you?
I didn't think there was a chance. I didn't think I was taking any sort of risk using the bathroom in the way that you're supposed to use the bathroom.
Well, who lodged the complaint? Was it you, Gary?
Me. I will tell you, here's what happened. I went in there, and I hit the wall.
Oh, wait, I thought
time.
Benji.
No. I went in there, and I hit the wall. Howard told the story wrong. I went in there, and I hit the wall, so I got the log. But what happened was, as soon as I came out after I hit the wall, I walked in, and I go, somebody just stunk up the bathroom, at which point Benji got all freaked out. He goes, I was just in there. I smelled it. It was not me.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So, because I thought the way it was put out on the air was that Benji, the way I heard it on the air this morning is that Benji walked into the bathroom, was so knocked out by a smell, he came and immediately alerted you.
No, it's the other way around.
It's the other way around. So
then I asked Tracy, I said, Tracy, I know this sounds crazy, and this is my own nuttiness, but can you get me the log for the last half hour who was in the bathroom? She goes, let me see. So she put it on my desk, and I looked at it, and I saw that you were only in there for 3 minutes, so I figured it was either you or Scott.
Now, again, let me explain. Maximum 3 minutes, meaning from the time I used my key card to go into the bathroom till the time Benji walked in.
Wait, Jace.
Meaning I could, hold on a second. Meaning I could have been in there for 30 seconds, left and had nothing happen for another 2 minutes till Benji walked in. The absolute max amount of time, like Benji would have been waiting for me outside the door when I opened it.
Was 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Thank you.
Jason's
but Jace,
working
you
on his
do
defense,
remember
clearly.
when I walked in? Do you remember me like, what the fuck? Like as you were walking out?
No, I don't.
Well, here's something. Did you smell anything when you were in there?
I don't remember. I've been in that bathroom
because you don't remember.
Horribly. Yeah, I've been in that bathroom where it smelled horribly before. I've been in that bathroom where I've said something to people before. I can't imagine. My guess is that since I only spent a maximum of 3 minutes in there, if I went in there to shit and it smelled that bad, I probably just walked right out. But I've walked in there and smelled horrible things before. I've just never said anything about it. But I will be reporting on everyone's bathroom
if
now.
if you were the defecator, listen, it is a bathroom, so that happens. But when I walked in, same as Gary, it was like, what? Oh my god!
But my whole point is,
and you're like,
I've walked into shitty smells before. Yeah. This one was so bad it made me go investigate.
My point is, it apparently wasn't so bad that it stopped Benji from staying in there.
I peed. I did pee.
According to you, again, to play Benji on you for a second, we're taking your word for everything.
You're right. You're absolutely. There's no. I agree with you. However,
have you taken a dump in there before?
I don't. It's possible in the 6 years we've been here after the show's on. I don't think so.
Recently?
Because no.
Can you prove you didn't take a dump in there last
I don't think I can prove that. But however,
exactly.
I'll say just to explain it. I would prefer to go to the public bathroom because it's less pressure. It's just to me.
Then why are you always in this one?
To pee during the show.
But you are in this one a lot. I mean, like everybody.
Yeah. But the public bathroom, it's like I want to sit down and I want to relax and I don't want like pressure of people need to go in there.
All right, Jason's trying to put it on Benji, but
while you
two, hold on,
but Jace, you've
wait,
also
Benji,
said,
while you two are going back and forth, Scott Salem is sitting here silently, and when we started the show,
I'm just listening. I love it.
Gary said that all signs point to Scott.
And I only say that because I don't think that Jason could have done what he needs to do in 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
But you don't even know how long I was in there.
He may have done it.
No,
I know, and that's his stupidity because he's being honest.
But he's
what am I
going
to do? Lie and say I don't take a shit at work? All you guys are lying.
But
I know you shit at work. I know you shit at work.
I absolutely did not.
I know you shit at work.
Jason, I did not. I know for a fact.
I don't believe you.
Not in that bathroom.
I don't believe you, Ben.
Scott Salem, can you emphatically tell me that you're absolutely positive that you did not shit there on Wednesday.
Yes.
You can remember last Wednesday. You
Yes.
remember last
I
Wednesday
do.
well.
Then why wouldn't you swear on your son's life?
That's not necessary, but I didn't, and I told you.
But if you 100%,
It's a little necessary for
John,
this.
will you swear on your daughter's life about things?
If there's something that absolutely
Really?
did that I didn't do?
I agree with Scott. Like, I would not. I think it's like it's.
If you
don't
don't,
wanna be
I'll do
honest.
on my own life, but to do it on other people, it's just I don't like.
Why do you think something will happen to them?
I just don't. I think it's like it's exploiting's not the right word, but it doesn't feel right to me. To do
I
it.
don't
Because you think
deny-
something will happen to
No,
them.
no.
I don't deny I do that in that bathroom, and I told you I reserved that for no-show days.
So here's
So-
the question.
You guys are
Here's the
all
question. Here's the
liars.
time. No, here's the
You
timeline.
guys are all liars.
Hold
I'm
on.
going to be the bathroom cop. Trust me. Everyone's bathroom habits are getting reported back on the air.
Here's the
Jason, if I ever go at work, I always go in here. I never go back there. Ever.
Okay, John. Okay.
I mean, I know
I will be keeping.
You're trying to cast doubt on it, but why would I lie about it?
Don't you have like your work job?
You're
to
lying
do?
right now because I saw you walk into the bathroom 2 days ago. Now maybe you're going in there to take a
No,
piss.
I've
Maybe
never
you're going
no,
in there to
take a dump.
Oh,
Take
okay,
a dump. That's what I'm
okay.
saying. No, I pee in there all the time.
But here's the timeline. Scott Salem in at 11:19, Jason Kaplan at 11:27, Benji in at 11:30, me in at 11:32. It's not me, I can guarantee, because I'm the one who reported.
Well, based
I'd
on
be re-
Jason's
I'd
logic,
be a
how can
mo-
we
how can
prove
we
that?
trust
Because I'd be a
It could be
moron
a
to
brilliant
report it.
faci- You could be a brilliant.
So it's got to be one of the three, and I don't see the timing working out for it to be Jason or Benji.
I'm not bragging when I says it takes more than 3 minutes for me to shit. Like that's an embarrassing thing
Usually
to
me
admit.
too. Okay.
And it's not something I'm proud of. So when I come on here and say I couldn't have shit in 3 minutes, it's not how I go to the bath. That would be like an emergency shit. That means I ran in there, pulled my pants down, did my business, and that's just not how I shit.
Wait, so Jason, are you saying now that you definitely weren't the shitter?
I can't say that because I don't know if and when I shit on Wednesday. And quite frankly, I feel I'm the only person being honest when they say they can't remember their
Jason,
No, I remember.
I can remember I didn't shit on Wednesday.
I can't remember what
But
I
that's
shit on
okay.
Thursday.
I
I,
mean,
can't
that's
remember if I
that's
shit on
okay.
Friday.
Here's the thing. I'm with Howard on this one. I can remember the last time I made a number 2 in that bathroom because I try not to, and there's an awareness of that it's not supposed to happen in there.
Don't take this the wrong way. I'm at work here
Right.
at least twice as long.
No, I
as you
got
are,
it.
during the day and during the days where there's no show, Thursdays and Fridays. Okay, I believe my relationship with the office is slightly different than yours or Howard's relationship with the office. I spend more time here Monday through Friday than I do in my own house. So yes, I have a different relationship, I think, with the bathroom and remembering every time I use it than I would if you're only here for 5-6 hours every morning, 3 days a week.
Is the bathroom aware of the relationship?
The bathroom is very aware of our relationship.
And we're all aware of the relationship as well. Jeff in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Well, it just all goes back to the same thing. Everything's pointing to Jason McGarry and his favorite line. Oh, I got to defend Jason on this one.
Well, how is everything pointing to Jason? Listen, hold on. Let me finish my sentence. Look at the timing. The timing just doesn't make sense. I'm not saying he emphatically didn't do it. I'm saying the timing doesn't seem to work.
Scott, are you positive?
Like you just said with
not?
everybody else, you remember when you took a shit in there. Scott said he didn't. Benji said he didn't. But you'll still say, I can't, I can defend Jason on this one. And you come in there and at least 15 times I can remember that was your first line.
Did you have any gas on Wednesday, possibly?
Nobody cares what you think.
Let me clarify this. I didn't take a shit in there, but
You won't
it is
swear on your kid's
possible.
life about it.
Right.
All right, I'll swear on my kid's life I didn't take a shit in there.
But it is
possible that someone had violent gas.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever?
Did you possibly have violent gas?
Did you ever have gas when you pee?
Of course.
Well, okay. There's the answer.
But
okay?
did you possibly have
Is that what
violent
happened
gas
to you?
that
Is that what
day?
you're saying? You
No,
had
I
violent
didn't
gas
shit.
when you pee?
I don't remember. Gas, I don't remember. I know I didn't shit. Okay, I can tell you I didn't shit.
This wasn't a cloud. This was a wall.
I didn't shit.
Do you know the difference? You walk into a fart cloud, but then it's it's a cloud, and you can move away from it. This was a shit wall.
Well, I didn't do it.
John in Cleveland, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, John.
Listen, there's no doubt about it. Okay, Benji, I don't like you, but I believe that you didn't do it.
Thank you,
Jason, you're all right, brother. And if you weren't, I would tell you did it. You didn't do it, Scott. You fat lying piece of shit. Just
Thank you very much.
own up to it. You did it.
I'm
brother.
telling you.
The timeline is there.
No, there's no time. The timeline means I entered. You don't know how long I was in there.
Oh
So
my
tell me
God.
how long I was in there, and then I'll tell you I took a shit.
Scott, do I have to get video?
Did you ever fart when you pee? Come on, Scott. You
Hey,
took
Scott,
a
I
shit.
do have a question. Why were you there for like
There's nothing wrong with taking a shit.
minutes
Everybody
if you
does.
were just-
He wasn't. Hold on. He wasn't there for 9. All we know is what time he went in. There's no way to know when he left.
We need like a photo.
Well, actually, there is a way you can know. If you do get the video, you can see when somebody left.
Well, we don't have video that's on the bathroom door. We only have it of the hallway.
But Scott's got to pass by
That's
to
right.
go back to where
There
he
should be
works.
like an automatic photograph when you sit down on it.
Again, if I knew I did it, like if I knew, like, yeah,
Me
I
too.
shit really bad on Wednesday and I left first of all, I would admit it. Number one, like flat out, I'd be like, yeah, I fucking did it, caught red-handed. I just don't remember, but I will take you through my shitting process since everyone seems so interested in it.
No. I'm not that interested.
Some
No.
people do.
Please don't.
I
That's
can.
all right.
I try, unless it's an emergency, which I can count on my fingers the amount of times it's been an emergency, and there wasn't one last Wednesday. That I could state. That I don't like using that bathroom to do a number 2 while the show is on, and 11:30 is still showtime because all of Howard TV is here. All the radio guys are still here. There's people knocking on the door every 3 seconds. It's not a comfortable situation.
Right.
And I know this about myself that when I do it, it's in the afternoon. I prefer not to use the thing out here either because it's smelly and there's 500 other people shitting. So again, unless it was an emergency, that would be breaking my normal habit to go at 11:30 in the morning.
But 11:30 was not showtime.
No, it's still people are still around.
Until 12, everybody's
You know
still
what?
here.
A lot of the
it's
Howard
crazy.
TV guys were talking about this. If any of you guys want to come down here and point the finger, now is the time because everyone seems to be denying their participation in this. Scott
What do you
in
mean?
Michigan.
What do you mean
The
denying
Howard TV guys were saying when certain people leave, you can smell it, and they can speak for themselves. Scott, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, I love how everybody's just passing over the fact that Gary didn't do it. Gary, what a great offense. You took a shit that smelled so bad that you even were afraid to let anybody know you might have done it.
That's it.
Great.
You caught me.
That's awesome.
I swear on the life of my children that you're a douchebag.
I mean, it does
That's
fall
right,
into
Gary.
those who dealt it, smelt it argument, Gary. Guy does have a point.
I swear on the life of my children, happily, that I did not take a shit in there.
Jason, I respect the fact that you admit that you go in there and you're actually coming clean about that.
Yes.
But ultimately, I think this is pointing towards you because you said you gone there. You can't remember. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Benji, who knows? And Scott, I mean, he swore on the life of his kid, and he never does that.
What do you mean? Who knows with me? I listen. Whether you believe
That's for
it or
everything.
not,
We say that about you for everything.
I'm giving you a definitive thing. I did not do it. I completely remember. I completely remember walking in there and the smell.
Gary, I beg you now, go pull the videotape from the hallway. I want to know exactly how long I was.
And
in
if you get the video,
I don't need to
you'll
know.
see.
No,
you'll
I want to
see-
know exactly when I left.
And
I
you'll
want to
see
know if I'm
my
not
reaction
in there. If
when
I'm
I
not in
walked
there
in,
for
like,
a minimum of a
pull
minute and a
back.
half, I did not shit. End of story.
Well, it's hard to because you may not have come right back by the camera. You might have gone and chatted with somebody right.
No,
after
isn't that camera right in the hall?
No, you got to come down. It's
Well, we
not
need
on
better
the bathroom
cameras, though.
door.
You can't disprove a negative. I can't go on here and say, oh, well, 100% wasn't me. Or I can't sit here with 100% not me. I feel I'm the only one being honest, admitting that they take shits in the bathroom. Sorry, I don't believe these two guys when they say they don't remember. That's
Jason,
my
I
personal
do remember.
opinion.
I did not defecate here on Wednesday. I
don't-
absolutely remember
okay,
that.
we'll take your word for it. I mean, that's all you're asking us to do is take your word for it.
You're right, but
Okay.
don't say it like it's not.
I don't take your
maybe
word for
I believe that you don't. It's not that unusual for people to remember when they shit and where they shit. It's not that rare.
Maybe it's rare that I'm the one that doesn't remember when they shit. I don't know. I don't keep a logbook. I know I shit this morning before I came to work. That's the last shit I remember taking.
And what was the problem with
How long did you take?
What was the problem with
Too long.
with
I
the
was late.
newspapers? You were being accused like
So a while ago, like I'm talking a year and a half ago, Tracy came up to me and started talking to me loudly about newspapers in the bathroom because I do take newspapers in the bathroom, as do several other people here. I won't name them. But she was saying that I was reading the papers and leaving them on the side. I wasn't. I was reading the paper and throwing them out. And I told her that at the time. And I told her who I thought it was that was leaving the papers stacked up. And she confronted that person. Then a year later, I'm sitting in the hall. I'm talking to Tim's assistant, Sarah.
Who's very cute. You need to know
Very cute.
that.
And we're talking about work. And Tracy comes barreling out of her office in her Tracy way and starts screaming about, me and my fucking shits, and she's had enough of it, and I leave the papers, and blah, blah, blah. And I got pissed, not because she was wrong, which she was, but because I'm sitting here and I'm just trying to talk to a girl in the hallway, and now my stories about my shit are being thrown out everywhere. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't think it was necessary. Tracy and I are fine. But it's not me. It's not me. And now I go and I report every time I see a newspaper in the bathroom. I report on it.
Did you address that with her? How when you were talking to Sarah, you felt sort of uncomfortable?
I don't. You know what? I yelled, she yelled. We both didn't talk for a day, and then we both pretended it never happened.
Did you try to explain it to Sarah at all that you don't really?
No, Sarah was gone by the time Tracy and I were done yelling at each other.
Did you guys ever see the episode of How I Met Your Mother where Jason Segel does a whole plot line about how when he walks to the bathroom with a magazine, everybody knows he's going to take a shit?
Yeah, he went to the other building and he had to hide
Tom
it.
Chiasano had a whole edict about it at K-Rock. Sales guys weren't allowed to bring newspapers into the bathroom. It was a whole thing.
Tracy, I know there's been issues with this bathroom really from the get-go. Has it gotten any better, or do you think people are still disrespecting the
It got better
privilege?
for a while. People were paying a little more attention when they were leaving, cleaning things up off the seats. But like last week, I mean, the pubes have started all over again. There was just urine all over the floor. And
How's that possible?
It was all over the inside of the you could see the urine. Like, all you had to do was walk in and you could see it on the floor.
Both Scott and Benji do say they pee in the bathroom all the time. They're on record for that. Not me.
Trace, what was this issue you had with Jason?
God, I don't even want to call it an issue because it's not anymore. We've discussed it. It's gone. But basically somebody, and Jason says it's not him, so if he says it's not him, so be it, goes in there, takes the paper, and then leaves it in there after they shit. That's fine if you want to read the paper in there when you shit. Many people do it. I get it. But take it with you when you go. Nobody wants your shitty paper. Don't leave it in there and tell me, oh, this one's going to want to read it. That one's going to want to read it. No one's going to want to read it. And I know this because they pile up. And by Friday, there's 5 papers sitting there that no one has touched because they're shitty papers. And nobody wants to touch a shitty paper.
So whoever's doing this isn't performing a public service like they think they are.
No, they're being lazy. Because they can't put their hand 3 feet to the left and stick it in the dumpster. They have to leave it on the counter.
And after Tracy and I had this incident, I started to report to her every time I saw a paper left. And you know what? Again, not to sound like a snob, but they're all USA Today's. And I mean, I'm fucking wasting my time on that
Sure,
shit.
I don't read that paper
They actually, I have to say, though, they became USA Today's after we had the discussion. Before that, it was the New York
Wow,
Post.
that is some master. Well, I get my New York Post electronically, so it would be on my iPad.
Okay.
Daily News would be the only one I don't get.
I will tell you how little a sense of humor Tracy has when it comes to the bathroom. She complained to me once that there were pubes in there, and I cracked a joke that she did not find funny. And I said, hey, if you shake the tree hard enough, a few leaves will fall off. She's like, that's disgusting.
And Tracy, you're just disgusted by all this, yes?
Just your bathroom habits. Just, if you're at home and, your wife cleans your bathroom, your cleaning lady cleans your bathroom. I'm not your wife, I'm not your cleaning lady. We do have a maid at night, and I get it. That's what she's there for. But that's at night. We're there all day from 6 a.m. on. By 12 o'clock, it's disgusting. Disgusting in there.
I'm way more put out by the piss on the floor than I am by the shit.
It was gross.
I mean,
listen,
lean down and use a fucking towel and clean it up if you can.
I'm still put off that we found a pebble there once that we could never identify who it belonged to.
A pebble?
Yeah, we found a little shit pebble. You don't remember that?
Oh, a shit pebble. I thought you meant.
Can we just take a step back for a second? It's one thing to shit, and I'm not trying to get this off me because I still don't think it was me that did it, but it's one thing to shit and leave a smell. It's another thing to piss on the floor, see yourself piss on the floor, and then walk away. That, to me, that's crazy. That is like, pick up a fucking paper towel, bend down, and fucking do what you got to do. Don't leave piss on the floor.
Do you think there's any chance that somebody pees and doesn't know they hit the floor?
Yes.
Not this time.
No,
not this time. No
you know
way.
what? 'Cause I've done it before. I've missed, whatever. But I've cleaned up afterwards. I go, oh shit, and I get a paper towel and I
I've
clean up.
only ever missed, to the best of my knowledge, like when I was so drunk. And I haven't been that drunk here.
No, because I know what Tracy's talking about, and I've seen it. I didn't come running, but now I will. I'm going to come running to everybody.
By the
But
way-
you walk in, you see there's a puddle underneath the fucking toilet, and it happens in our...
It's somebody who doesn't drink a lot of water because it is bright yellow. You can't miss it.
Somebody who might drink a very green vegetable drink.
And by the way, speaking of our public bathroom, last week I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, and I know I was taking a piss because I was at the urinal, but I was standing in a puddle of water. I mean, it was just the whole thing was all the urinals were under 3 inches. of water.
We've had these issues. We had these issues at K-Rock in the public bathroom too. Men's bathrooms are just by nature disgusting.
That K-Rock bathroom was nasty.
You have no idea. I mean, we found somebody was shaving in there. We weren't even sure it was mustache hair. We thought it might have been pubes. It was so fucking gross.
Who do you think these newspapers are pointing to, Gary?
USA Today? Well, I couldn't say. But look, you mean who on the staff can't read a paper well enough unless there's graphs and pictures?
Lots of colors.
I got to think about that. Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked to the guy who goes on Craigslist and gets laid like crazy. That, of course, led us to talking to Benji about his exploits on Craigslist. And then Ronnie came in and we talked about his alter ego, Rhonda, and how Rhonda likes a finger in her ass a little bit, not all the way. Here's how it all went.
Our guest on the phone today, Aaron, who was the conqueror of Craigslist, I guess. and he talked about how he's not a particularly good-looking guy, but he knew how to play this game very well. And Benji, before you came in, we were saying today was the most eloquent. You were right on mic. You're an expert in this field.
You took the straightest line to get to your point.
Yeah, that came across very clearly. But you seemed, could you vouch for him in a sense? Like, do you believe everything he said was true? All of his stories, all that stuff can happen.
Absolutely. And it's like I said, it's if someone wants to figure it out, it works.
It's very interesting because interviewing him today was not that different from that night that we all went out to dinner with you, and everybody at the table was interviewing you, and that's how I knew this guy was telling the truth, because what he talked about sounded a lot like what you talked about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the right place, like you said, small towns, I can't imagine it working, but if you're in a place with a big enough it's all a numbers game, and it's a niche marketing and knowing how to play it.
Right, so you're appealing to these fantasies, and if somebody bites, you're in business. But you did have an issue with the picture, right?
Well, he said like, use a picture that looks like you. I think for an uglier guy, that's not as I would use your best for a guy. For a girl, you should use. Well, for a guy, should use his best picture.
And a girl should use her not.
Well, it depends. Well, for dating purpose, this is different. For dating, a girl should use her worst picture. But for just purely hooking up, a guy should definitely use his best picture.
And is part of the element sort of like the unknown, like you don't know who's going to show up at the door, and is that part of the
there's an exciting, like walking somewhere in the middle, in 2 a.m, and in some, like, it's kind of scary but kind of exciting.
I was blown away by the show up with a blindfold,
turn around.
That's just, to me, that just has trouble written all over it.
Have you done something like that?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, I would wait blindfolded, and but I've told the guys here before, and this was years ago, and I played into girls like rape fantasies, and I was always very worried. If you go to what if someone's, which now there's been several cases where people have set people up and they've gone to the wrong apartment.
Right. How can you prove your innocence?
Well, the guy said he never. Girls don't do that initially. There's a lot of girls that are into that fantasy that do that, and I would always kind of whisper first, like, wait, this is really you. You're really into it. I wouldn't just start, doing it.
Ronnie, what do you think of this Craigslist stuff? Would you give this a shot back in the day?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I don't know. You never know what you're walking into. It's too risky for me. I wouldn't do it.
Benji, what would you say was, aside from that, what would you say was, back in the day, was the most dangerous situation you ever in, where you got the most nervous or anything?
In projects, not once in the apartment, but all of a sudden you realize, like, between floors on the elevator, that, like, people coming in and out of the elevator, that can be very scary.
Like, you'd be in an apartment on a street with 3 digits and on the 44th floor.
Yeah.
Did you ever turn around in the middle and say, I can't go through with this?
If I met the girl and the girl was like, something was like really off about her, absolutely.
But what would be off? What would scare you away? I'm not talking about if you meet a girl and you didn't like her looks, that I get. Have you ever not had sex with a girl because there was
hairy stomach?
No, there was something that scared you, or something that, what do you call it? Your spidey sense should go on? Is that what he said?
No, it was usually more about looks. Always, if the girl's hot, I could get through fear.
Did you ever walk into a situation? You walked in, the girl was real hot and everything, and you found out she had a cock.
No, but I
Have you, Ronnie?
No, I'm just asking a question because anything's possible, because you get the transvestites who.
Well, no, but I have been in
situations.
I talked about once on the air where I got there. And then I did realize, like, holy fuck, this is a dude.
And so that's and he left.
So that's what I'm asking you.
Well, okay, there was one. Was it
a girl? You thought it was a girl?
There was a situation years ago. I talked about this. I called in the show before I worked here. This was before Craigslist. This was like from a phone line, and I went to the apartment in the middle of the night.
Oh my God!
And I was sitting on her bed, and all of a sudden I realized this is a guy. All of a sudden I was like, there's no way this isn't a guy.
But it looked like a girl when you walked in. You thought it was a chick.
I thought it was a chick.
Did you reach down to check?
No. But then she said to me, like, because she said that she was living at her parents' house. She said, you can't leave. I started telling her, like, I'm not comfortable with this. I have to go. And she's like, my parents will wake up. You can't leave. And I just started getting really scared. So
what'd you do?
I started talking about my girlfriend, and I said I had a girlfriend, and I felt so bad that I was cheating on her. And then this guy is like, starts like, oh my God, that's so sweet. And he's like cradling me. And I had to just sit there for a couple hours and talk about how guilty I felt till my parents
Was he
left.
Was he a big guy? Like, could he have raped you or something? Or?
No. It was,
Did you feel when you were in the hug that if you wanted to leave, it would be difficult because of the strength?
I started getting scared because I started looking around the room. There was all kinds of like satanic symbols.
Oh, my
and,
God.
like skulls. And
So
things
you
like
should have looked at that before you got in the room.
you didn't notice that right away.
Hey, Ronnie, beforehand, we were talking about this when you went in as Rhonda when talking with JD and the finger in your ass came up, you always clarify and you make sure that everyone understands what you're talking about. Why is that?
What do you mean?
Rhonda kept talking about the way she likes a finger in her ass, and I found that very amusing.
Got to go in easy.
Not too tight.
Yeah, well, you don't want you just shove it in there. I mean, you gotta be easy, right? Right there, JD.
I don't. You tell me. You're the expert.
Well, I'm Rhonda.
No, I don't know what the hell you are.
Does there have to be lube involved, Rhonda, like with a finger?
No.
Or dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rhonda.
And
Yeah.
fingernails, make sure you clip your fingernails.
And file them.
JD, is this all too creepy for you, the Craigslist thing, or because it sounds like Benji said it's pretty much a sure thing if you play your cards
I know,
right.
and I've had friends. I've seen the girls. They ended up hooking up with them, and it's just not. I'm just not into it. It's very. I'm very leery of the situation. It's like the guy that called in saying a guy ended up showing up to his room. Like that's what I would think would happen to me because I know my luck.
Is it because you have to put the work in? Because this isn't the girls just don't show
there's
up.
that. I am very lazy, so there's a whole yeah.
But do you think that girls are just going to want to bang you? You got to put some work in, right?
No, I know. No, I know that.
At least put a bag of popcorn in a movie.
No, I know. I'm just. I know.
Even if it's in your hotel room.
The impression I got from Benji is if you throw enough lines out in a city this size, you're going to hook up every night. So how come you don't want to throw the lines out?
Huh?
How come you don't want to throw the lines out?
I just don't, and because I don't think I would have Benji's luck, and I just.
But I don't think Benji had luck. I think he was just throwing a lot of lines out.
I think I'm good at once I was talking to a girl, talk to a girl, but it's much more. And now JD, I think should just do Facebook. I mean, there's chicks that love him that he could easily, if he wanted to date or wanted to get late anytime, he could.
I'm not saying I of course I've had chicks on Facebook, and I don't really need Craigslist.
I think JD only approves girls as friends on Facebook, right?
For the most part, yeah. Unless I know the guy.
Because I get emails from fans that are like, oh, JD wouldn't approve me. He said only chicks.
Oh, hey, listen, sorry.
But online is much more efficient than dating. And I think a regular guy can get much hotter girls much easier.
Jay, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, that's Ron, first-time caller. So I was looking at this guy, give his spiel today, and was a little skeptical. And then Benji chimed in and said that he'd had success as well. About 3 years ago, I was just leaving a relationship and decided to turn to Craigslist. I'm sure it was late at night. Basically, it was all phishing scams. Like all the what I thought were girls I was reaching out to, where my email inbox was inundated with like, go to this site to check out my pictures, and it basically became unusable. So I'm wondering, has Benji run into this problem at all?
Well, I don't do it anymore. But yeah, it's like you would get 70% of the responses would be bullshit, but you put things in to see if it's a real response, and you weed through that. That's it's not that hard.
So
where do you live? Also,
there's some amount of work.
Where do you live?
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, yeah.
I think JD might have got discouraged too by that guy that made the film for the Howard Film Festival.
Oh, when he got fooled.
I'm discouraged by it seems like every girl I talk to, they just want to talk on the air and whatnot. I just don't want to talk to anyone. It makes me not want to discuss anything with anyone.
That is the cool thing. I mean, you could go on something like that and not be JD.
Oh, Rick, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I don't dislike Ronnie Munn, but to me he's like the Korean nurse on MASH. It's like a little bit of him, okay, but sometimes Ronnie has to be in there every single time. Ronnie, you got to pull back, man. It's too much.
Rick says you got to pull back a little there, Ronnie.
That doesn't sound like Rick. The voice sounds very familiar.
It is Rick from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't dislike you, Ronnie, but it's all
Look, dude, I don't really care if you like me or you don't like me. I'm not in here every day. I'm in here when they talk about me on the air. John asked me to come in. I'm in. If you don't like it, don't listen to me. Nobody asked you to fucking listen to me,
Well, I
dude.
have to listen to you.
No, you
You're on
don't
the
have
air,
to
you
listen to me.
dumbass.
No, you don't, you dumbass.
Rick, do you
Somebody put a gun to your goddamn head.
Rick, do you think Ronnie's popularity has sort of gotten in the way of others' fame here, or people may be a little jealous?
I think his popularity is a myth, and I think he's taking too much airtime. And for Sal and Richard, I wouldn't try.
Dude, I was invited in here, you moron. I don't come in here every day.
Too much, Ronnie.
Well, too much
Stay away.
you, Rick. Go get a fucking job.
Gary, do you think Richard and Sal may be jealous of Ronnie's ascent?
No.
I love Ronnie. I was cutting up isolated Ronnie yelling clips today, so we're big fans of Ronnie.
We just put
And
together
I
that
could
great
go-
funeral bit about Ronnie.
Yeah,
Governale.
That's awesome, dude.
And-
We love
I've
that.
been playing that for everybody.
And I could hear stories about Ronnie getting fingers in his ass every freaking
And
day.
I could
love
watch you
it.
blow yourself all the time. It's great.
Who doesn't
I
love
love it.
Who doesn't love their grandparents? Come on.
Yeah.
We love Ronnie.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about hoarding. Matt, who cleans up after the hoarders, called in, and Gary, Ronnie, really everyone had stories about how they or their moms hoard, and this is how that conversation went.
We learned a lot about hoarding today and the perils of hoarding, and we're going to dig in here and see who, besides Gary's mom and Ronnie's mom, falls into that category of major hoarder. Well, let's start off, though, with Matt Paxton, who called in. He cleans up after the hoarders that you see on the show, on the A&E show, and we were all glued to our radios because he just had one experience after the other in terms of grossness and what he's got to deal with.
Yeah, I got to throw this one totally to Will. We all got the email, and I looked at it, and I was like, I didn't really see what the guest could be in it. And then Will hit me back, and he goes, "I'll bet you he's got some great stories. Let me pre-interview him." And then, when he came back with the oozing gooey cats,
Yes.
that's when I knew he'd be a good guest. But he was good on the air too.
I thought he was very good, but and that was some nasty stuff, Will, that we heard about.
Yeah, it was great. Benji said, I don't know about the guy, and I pre-interviewed him, and he had an amazing story. I mean, all you got to hear is 45,000 pounds of poop in somebody's house, and, I'm hooked right there.
I thought that, to me, the line of the day was when he was talking about all the bugs in that one house, and he said, "Yeah, we were putting cotton in our ears and sealing up our assholes."
Tape their assholes shut.
I mean, imagine that's what you do for a living, and you're laying in bed one night and a bug crawls out of your ass.
It's like being in High Pitch Mike's house.
He did say recovering addicts, though, enjoy the job. I guess there's a new thrill every day. You're dealing with hazardous crap like that.
And that's a whole other thing that I thought was really interesting about him. Forget about the cleanup part. The fact that he hires convicts, ex-convicts, and he says he had a great line that he goes, "I like them when they're right on the line. Like if they sneeze, they could go back to jail. Those are the kind I like."
Now, do you think that, does it surprise you, one, how much money he makes doing it, and...
He doesn't make enough money.
No, I think he's underpaid, but when he said that the hoarding provides a wall of safety for the people who do it, do you believe that? I mean, do you think that's why people do it? I mean, was that why your mom did it?
Yeah, my mom wasn't good enough to be on the show by any stretch of the imagination. She was like a hoarder, like on a lower level. But no, she was more collecting stuff that she really thought she was going to get to. She really felt that she was going to utilize the stuff. The people who are behind a wall, that's a whole other area, and I don't know what they're thinking.
Now, do you collect stuff? I know you collect stuff,
I do.
But are you a hoarder? Would you could classify yourself as a hoarder?
I'm not a hoarder, but I am a collector. And I do collect stuff, and I'm not talking about I collect animation cells and I collect sports memorabilia. I have piles of shit around my house. I just cleaned up the other day. I had a closet full of electronics equipment that I was sure I was going to use one day that's valuable. And I looked at it the other day and I go, you know what? This is all. I have stuff that doesn't even have HDMI inputs on them anymore. So I have everything in a big pile, and I'm getting rid of them this weekend.
Will you get rid of it? Or
I will. Although I do have to say, I pulled it out of the closet 2 weeks ago, so it's moved to I'm going to get rid of it. But it's not that easy to just take it and get rid of it. So I do have a little bit of that in me. I have to move it from A to B and then finally to the dump.
But what about Mary? Does she keep stuff, or she wants to get rid of it right away?
Get rid of it all.
Yeah,
too much shit. Get rid of it.
That's the same with me and Deb. I'll want to keep everything, and she'll just want to get rid of it. What about you, Will? You hoarding a lot of stuff in that New Jersey
same
house?
way. Not at all. If I don't use something for a few months, I'm ready to get rid of it. Pretty good about that.
Did you see on CBS Sunday Morning this past weekend, they showed a guy that works on the show, and he's like us. He's got a basement full of shit. So what it turns out that in all of this crap that he's got McDonald's toys from the 80s that are still in the package and keeps telling his wife they're valuable. He had, turns out, Billy Bean's Mud Hens jersey. So that's valuable. So now he's convinced his wife because he found one valuable thing in the pile of shit that they can't throw anything away.
Who do you think the worst hoarder is around here, just in terms of their office space? Like, who keeps the most stuff laying around?
Well, Benji, when Benji did what Will used to do, I never really questioned him on how he did it, but he had lots of envelopes coming out of it. It didn't seem like there was a system at all, and there was just a lot of paper. So I think he's probably a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah, I definitely have hoarding tendencies for and it's for two things. Like, it's either anything with potential value. Like I'll have like 4 tubes of toothpaste, and if there's still a little bit left, like, oh wow, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish it. And the other thing is anything potentially sentimental or that leads to a memory. It's very hard, and that can be a shirt, that can be a T-shirt. It's very hard to just throw it. I love when something's absolutely destroyed and I can throw it out and not have any feelings towards it.
I have a Bruce Springsteen shirt from the River Tour that I washed once and now wouldn't fit on a 7-year-old, and I won't throw it away.
Yeah, because it means something to you.
Well, I think I'm going to sell it on eBay, but I went on eBay and it's completely fucking worthless. And at one point, I tried to make one of my kids wear it. They looked at it and they go, I'm not wearing that.
Atif, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yes, good morning. I have a quick question. I was on hold when Matt was on Stern, but he never got to my call. And I'm really curious, and maybe one of you guys can answer the question, how does hoarding equate to filth? You know, I understand hoarding is saving a lot of things or collecting a lot of items, but why are hoarders so dirty? Like the houses, they don't have water. Like the guy said, they crap in the blankets and piss in bottles. What is that all about?
I can tell you this much: with my mother and the guy I was talking about, my friend's father with all the Maxwell House coffee cans, and even Ronnie seemed to say the same thing. They weren't dirty. They collected stuff. They hadn't gotten to that next level. Like my mom was very clean, and if she found something that was like dirt, always won out over hoarding. If she would have found where the boxes were, and there was mouse droppings there, she just would have thrown it all away.
My guess is the guy he was talking about that has feces literally all over his house. My guess is that's not a hoarder. That's just because I bet there are not people that are saying, "Oh my God, you can't take away my feces." Like I might need this for something, or I'll forget something.
They're just a casualty almost.
I would think of something else.
You know who the original hoarders were? Remember that movie Grey Gardens? Those people that were the Jackie Kennedys. They had this house in the Hamptons. It was this beautiful house, and you couldn't. I don't know if you ever saw the movie, but newspapers piled to the ceiling. Al Goldstein was a big hoarder. I went to his apartment once. He opened up a room, and it was all pieces of watches that he was working on repairing, but there was no sense to it at all. And it was a room that had been rendered useless because of all the shit he had put in it.
And is that the two New York brothers you were talking about? I was reading about them. They're like the famous hoarders. One was crushed to death by crap in his place, and the other one literally could not get out of the apartment and starved to death.
That's crazy. That's a whole other place.
Thanks for calling in, Atif. Mike in Illinois, you're on the wrap-up show.
How we doing this morning, guys?
Good, Mike. What's on your mind?
Hey, Gary, I was just wanting to know, there's difference between a hoarder and a pack rat. I mean, I'm a pack rat. My house don't look like what the hoarders do. I keep a clean house and stuff like that, but I'm constantly keeping a hold of stuff because I always think that I'm going to use it, and my mentality is the minute I throw it away, the next day I'm going to need it for something.
I think a pack rat, I thought my mother was a pack rat. To me, a pack rat is a hoarder in training.
Okay.
It's like the minor leagues of hoarding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, with you, you say you got that electronic stuff. That's more of a pack rat type deal.
Well, yeah, except for the fact that I can't get rid of it. I mentally can't get rid of it.
Now, with the people around here, we talked about Benji a little bit, but the two names that kept coming up in the back were JD and Scott Salem. Now, maybe that's because they have their own spaces and they can put stuff in. I know JD, and Robin was the third one with her extra office or annex or whatever it's called.
We should look in there, by the way, and see what it's become. I had that thing bare bones. I'm curious what it's become.
But do you think any of them have hoarding tendencies? But JD's got a lot of stuff in his little room there.
JD's not a hoarder. He's messy, which is a difference. He doesn't like to save stuff. He's just too lazy to throw it away. I don't think JD's very attached to any of that junk in his office.
Now, how does this translate to people's homes? Like Benji, you've talked about your apartment used to be. I don't know if it still is.
It's not. It's much. I've gotten much better. Like New York kind of forces you to get, to not to be. It's
You're saying
very
you're
hard
better
to be,
since you moved to New York? Because I
Over
went
the
to
year-
your apartment once, and it was pretty hoardish.
Oh, really?
It was like boxes and boxes of his. That's
I've
what
got-
he does. He saves his jokes that he writes on the show.
Yeah.
And there were literally maybe like 6 to 7 boxes piled on top
Oh,
of
it
each
got
other.
to the point of like there's 60, 70 boxes.
I mean, I'm saying, yeah, all over the apartment. There was little mazes to get around.
But is there any order to it? Because if there's no order to it, then it's useless.
Not a lot of orders.
Like I told you, Jackie
But I've
had
gotten
his.
better.
Jackie had his in loose leaf notebooks, and he could go and tell you jokes he wrote on the day that so and so was here. Whereas Benji just seems to have them piled up to the
No,
ceiling.
and they're pieces of paper that say like toothbrush on them.
Right.
And they're meaningless.
Oh, see, I got the jokes.
Oh, you like that one?
But that's what Stuttering John had a drawer full of his jokes that
Yeah.
were like that, and he went to go ask Tom for a raise, and he just pulled out the stack of papers that were all over the place and threw them on Tom's desk, and goes, "These are the jokes." Tom picks up a piece of paper and it says like hairbrush.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know what this is.
Ronnie, you experienced this firsthand with your mom, and are you a hoarder yourself? Do you hold on to
No,
that stuff?
absolutely not.
Because of what you experienced with your mom, or you've
Exactly.
always been...
Dude, this was one of the worst experiences, probably one of the most experiences in my life, cleaning out that house.
Why was it so traumatic for you?
Because it was, what happened was, like I said on the air earlier, my mother had gone in for surgery. And when she had gone in for surgery, I had cleaned the house out once. And by the time, like 4 or 5 years later, when she passed away, dude, I mean, it was worse than the first time I cleaned it out. It was insane.
What made it so insane?
Just all the boxes and the containers. And what I never got to, after the second part of the journey of the cleanup, she became obsessed with QVC. I had so much. I could have opened up Joan Rivers jewelry store. I'm not kidding you. I took, no lie, 5 boxes of QVC jewelry.
What'd you do with it?
I donated it to like a charity
Right.
thing, and it was all costume jewelry and shit. But still, it was insane. Just
She was addicted to QVC. You
she
think?
got it after I stopped her from hoarding, I guess, containers and stuff. She started with the QVC thing, and every time I saw her, she would have 15 rings on. And then she started with like these Indian bracelets, and then it was the Joan Rivers stuff, the watches, the bracelets, the necklaces. She just went from one thing to another.
Yeah, the really sad part when I cleaned out my mother's house was I called all my buddies over and I said, "Listen, I got to get this done in a weekend. Can you give me a hand?" So we ordered this giant dumpster, and I'd even sort of hid it from my friends to some degree how bad it was. So they thought it would be fun when we were taking all the stuff out. Every time we went by with something, my mother was grabbing it from them, like, no, you can't take that. And so they would take out something that was glass, and because we had this empty dumpster, they thought it would be fun to just throw it in the dumpster and hear it break. And every time it broke, my mother's whole body would shake, and she would start to sob uncontrollably. And I called the guys in the basement. I was like, "Guys, can you just lay it down, please?" They just thought they were having fun, but it was killing her.
And when you guys were going through the house, I mean, it had to be heartbreaking, I would think. Even though that stuff didn't mean anything to you, there had to be something you associated.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, clothes. Forget about it. She'd buy clothes that still had tags on them, never
Right.
wore them.
That's right. Seeing old stuff that still had the price on it that was brand new but 15 years old was the weirdest thing. Stuff that they'd bought and never used. Just a waste.
Did you find any of your old stuff in the house? Like, did she hold on to any memories of you or things you had?
Like pictures and stuff like that, but nothing else. Because when I moved out, I took all my stuff. But like Gary said, he got a dumpster. I could, in the development where she lived in the garden department development, you couldn't get a dumpster. So I had these guys, one of these junk companies, come with a 12-yard truck, dump truck. They had to make 3 trips, 3 full trucks.
Wow.
I will also say that when my mother, when we were selling the house, when we were cleaning up, my mother claimed she'd spent 2 months cleaning the house to get ready for this tag sale. And I told the story on the air. A fan comes over. He didn't, like, it wasn't advertised, but when the guy came over, he recognized me. And I had to chase him out to his car. He had bought all of my school pictures from grade 1 through 6 and a bunch of my report cards. And I was like, "Dude, those are mine." I said, "Mom, I thought you cleaned up. This is like all my shit here."
How much were your photos going for?
I don't know, but I got it back, which I have them now, which would have bummed me out. It's fun to have my school photos. I show them to my kids.
Well, not only that, but in this day and age, there would have been a whole Gary and high school webpage put out with all your pictures plastered
The classic
everywhere.
story we talked about the next day, the guy called in There used to be this little thing. A lot of families had it. It was like you put it on your wall. It was like a dog house. It was flat, and everybody's name was in it. Whenever anybody did something bad, you'd put the dog in the dog house. And the guy called up on Monday to say that he bought it. You know, it said Mom, Dad, Steven, Anthony, Gary. It's fucking
Did
embarrassing.
your mom put those out to sell, or someone on a company came through and like just priced everything?
No company came through. My mother just put everything out, and people just started grabbing shit.
Oh, just like unclassified boxes.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I said, Mom, you cleaned up? She goes, yeah, I did. Guy opens up a box. There's all my shit.
Yes, Dan, you're on the air in Long Island.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Hey.
Howard, how long do you think you're going to be in AGT? Is it just one season, or is it going to be do you have a multi?
I have no idea. I've enjoyed doing this season. The one aspect I don't like is the travel. I now have to go to Vegas next week, and that's fine. But I don't. Listen, it's fine, but it's a big schedule, and also then they moved the show to New York for me, and where are they sticking in fucking Newark? I mean, if I had known that up front, I don't think I would have done the deal.
They might as well live it in California.
Yeah, I think I could get there faster. The whole idea of shooting the show in New York was that I've got a morning radio show I got to get to. Newark's an hour away if I'm lucky with traffic. I don't know what they're doing, but they're very nice people. They treat me wonderfully. I've got no complaints. But as far as another season, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Well, if America likes it, then we'll decide.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't even happened. So.
Well, I usually don't watch those shows, Howard, but I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for me anyway. 15 years of great radio.
All right, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye.
Right.
What was about the other 15?
Well, he's only been listening for 15, I'm assuming, or we had 15 shitty years. And
I hope that's what he
I'm doing this so long. Took Will Murray an hour and a half to get out of Newark after a Nets game last week. Can you imagine me? I finished that taping at 10 o'clock.
And you're not going to be the first to get to leave.
No, I gotta. By the time I get out of there, what Will?
It was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
I mean, they think...
And you're, like, in the same place that he's going to be, right?
I wanted,
right there.
There is such a great studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right over the bridge. They got in Brooklyn. They got this place called the Ship something. I don't know.
It's that shipyard.
Yeah, shipyard.
Something.
They got these big,
Ship
luscious
terminal.
studios there. They could have built the AGT studios.
And you'd be home in 20 minutes. I'm
Be
telling you,
home in
it
20
didn't
minutes.
move. Like 2 blocks, I could have literally crawled quicker than it took me to drive.
Well, I got news for you. I'm judging from Brooklyn, or I'm judging from Silver Cup Studios. It took you how long? An hour and a half?
An hour and a half to get out of town.
That's what I mean. I can't do that.
For a
I got a
shitty
job.
Nets game.
I got a fucking job, Will.
Your crowd's going to be bigger than this.
A Knicks game or a
Nets?
Nets?
Like nobody
No one
cares
even
about the
goes.
Nets.
How could they have traffic at a Nets game?
The players.
Oh,
The
what they
players
did
were
to me.
leaving?
What they did to me. I said, you're going to Newark. No. That's another whole... That's a whole other country over there. That's like going to the Poconos.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Can you helicopter?
No, I'm not helicoptering at night.
But that would be like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm not doing it. I don't want to die for AGT. You know, how fucking dumb will I feel?
Oh, no.
And then you can take the PATH train every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Ronnie, realistically, how long is it going to take me to get out of Newark and get home? 10 o'clock at night. 10:30, 11:30. I could maybe... I won't be in bed till noon, until
What
midnight.
time does the show end?
Ronnie, seriously, give it to me. Give me the straight fucking answer.
It's hard to say, depending if they're doing any kind of construction at night. You know, at the
My
tunnel
luck, they'll be
or
doing
whatever.
plenty, yeah.
Without if there's no traffic at 10 o'clock at night, It should take 45 minutes. But
When is there no traffic?
yeah, it should take 45 minutes.
But it'll be an hour.
Going there
at least.
That's what that's going to
That'll
be,
be a
killer.
big problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll have to leave 2 hours early because you'll say, well, what if there's traffic?
Yeah, well, they'll probably want you if it's an 8 o'clock. You tape if it's live at 8 o'clock. They're probably going to want you there at 6, right, for
Of
makeup
course.
and hair and all that.
Well, that's right.
So
in
you're
the
going to be
middle
leaving
of
right in the middle of rush hour.
Yeah.
I want to hang myself.
I was talking to Will. He was just talking about it. He said it took him forever to get to Prudential,
Yeah, I
which
know.
is right near this other thing.
I have to leave now for July. I mean,
you know where you run? I'm sorry. You know where you run into trouble, and I don't know why. This is either the George Washington or the Lincoln Tunnel. Sometimes at 10 o'clock at night, for no good reason.
Right, traffic.
Oh,
Because of
all
construction.
all of the easy pass lanes are not open.
Not only that, they close a tube also.
Yeah, they'll just close a tube. Like I've been at the George Washington Bridge at 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and for some reason there's not enough lanes open. Just they don't. I don't know whether they want to hire more
All
people.
I know is I had discussions with these guys. They were talking about Silver Cup, which is 10 minutes away.
Right.
Or the place in Brooklyn, which was about 15 minutes away. 20, right?
And
How
what
long to get to
happened?
that Brooklyn joint?
It depends, 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And to get back at night, it would be a breeze.
Right.
At that hour of the night.
That's what they were talking about. Then, what happened? Who the hell knows, Robin? You're a newswoman. Please find out.
Well, those are two perfectly viable places. Where
They said they couldn't get the place in Brooklyn. It was way more money.
Something with
said,
sound,
what was booked?
something
It's so
soundproofing
crazy.
or something?
It's so crazy because, first of all, the mayor of New York City, Mayor Bloomberg, loves to bring business into New York. He would have talked to them.
Yeah, they didn't try
They didn't.
everything they could. I think they were in a rush.
Oh.
You want to try to book the mayor on the show?
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
We're
they've
going to
already
Newark.
set up.
And I got nothing against Newark because it's just damn far away. It's too far. Oh. What am I going to do?
I don't know, man.
You're going to sit in traffic. That's what you're
Yeah, well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I got a radio show to do.
And it's two
It's
nights
there's
a
no
week?
reason. There's no reason to stay there. It's stupid.
Yeah,
but you got to be there in the morning.
Right.
You know,
Is it
you gotta
two
be
nights
there.
a week?
Well,
Like you have a live show and a results show?
there's a Tuesday night show and a Wednesday night
Tuesday
show. So
night's
Wednesday
2
night's
hours.
no problem. It's the Tuesday
It's
night.
the Tuesday night
It's from 8 to
you're
10.
concerned about.
8 to 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll get home by midnight.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Wow.
And
we're up at 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna be wide awake
And
for that.
the Wednesday night show is what, 9 to 10, right?
Yeah, it's always 10 o'clock that we get out.
Well, yeah, but Wednesday you don't have to get up the next day.
Right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but you're still going to be fried because you got to be doing a radio show Wednesday morning.
I know.
You know.
After having a late night Tuesday night.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not too psyched about that.
Maybe you'll get used to it.
Yeah, Ronnie, you got to figure out a way to first. We have to have a police escort. That's all.
I remember when we did the pay-per-view thing there a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Newark cops were really cool.
Yeah.
If you remember, they got us out in like 5 minutes.
Did they?
Yeah, maybe they can figure something
so
out.
I'm going to try and make some connections. We got time. I'm going to try and
All right, great.
see what I can work out.
Well, all right. Get on that, Ronnie.
Maybe you'll like working in Newark if they're...
Ronnie, buy an ambulance, and then let's turn
Well,
it
that's
on.
what I was thinking, that maybe you could buy something with a bed in it and you could just sleep.
Can you imagine? Yeah, an ambulance. Ronnie could carry me out with another guy on a stretcher. Yeah, because it's going to be 2 hours getting back from Newark. Oh, my God. Yeah, just leave me in the stretcher. And then, when I get home at midnight,
you're going to be
Yeah, I'm going to be right in
asleep.
bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Sal and Richard went on the street asking people about Dick Clark, and then, they were trying to make a joke about, like, do you miss Dick? Do you love Dick? And all that kind of stuff.
right.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they get paid the big money. And they went out on the street and asked people, and this one angry lady was, like, so angry about me when they brought up my name, and I went, gee, I haven't done any Mel Gibson-type stuff.
What's
But,
she angry about you for?
she just doesn't like me, my reputation, thinks I'm gross. The usual stuff.
What did you love most about Dick?
Dick Clark.
I loved his friendly disposition. He seemed like someone that was approachable.
So, are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
Not real. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I don't follow him.
Now, being that you're not a huge Dick fan, would you say then you're a small Dick fan?
You're funny.
No.
Yeah.
How about we say his name, Dick Clark fan? That sounds more appropriate.
Yeah, she's not a 2-year-old. She got it right away, you guys. Are you a small Dick fan or a big
huge Dick fan?
Or a huge cock fan?
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I personally feel that the way the questions are being asked, how did we feel about the incident that happened to Mr. Clark?
Do you think Howard Stern would be a great replacement for Dick on New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Pardon my French, but hell no. That man's insane. The man's just psycho. Have you heard him? Like, half the things that come out of his mouth are 100% bullshit. Second along, perverse and
Bullshit? What does she mean by
She doesn't listen.
disgusting, and America's already corrupt. Do we really need to hear someone that's even more corrupt listening to them babble on
Corrupt?
public radio? Hell, if someone wants to hear someone babble on, put me on public radio. I'll babble on for hours without putting all the corruption in America like that man does. I will honestly say I'm probably a much better entertainer than Howard Stern.
Wow. Well, then go prove it.
Why isn't she
On the radio.
Yeah.
Go get millions of fans.
He's grotesque. He's vile. He's just inconsiderate. He
All I know is I'm listening to this rant. I'm ready to turn it off.
doesn't have any emotion in him either. Everything that he just says words. He doesn't really have a meaning behind it. And I'm like, you're not really an educated person. You just got a mouth and you use it.
But if you don't like his words, do you at least like his looks?
No. His hair looks greasy.
Greasy?
His forehead's funny.
Do you realize Howard is a host on America's Got Talent?
I like that Richard and Sal don't even know that I'm
You're a judge, not the host.
Do you like the Howard's at least a host on America's Got Talent?
Why? He doesn't have talent. If America has talent, then why is he the one judging the talent? I don't believe in watching TV unless it's something funny, and that's not funny to me.
What's the difference between Howard Stern and Dick Clark?
Dick Clark was a wonderful entertainer, whereas Howard Stern was flat out Dick.
I never think of Dick Clark as an entertainer.
This woman is just trying to put you down in every way she can.
You know, the only guy I read, like Dick Clark, yeah, I know. Dick Clark died, and, someone called me from some newspaper asking me for a quote, and I was like, yeah, Dick was on my show many, many times, and he was always gracious and lovely, and we had a good time with him. I mean, what am I going to say? I don't really know the guy. But I liked him personally when he came on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Sure.
He used to call in all the time. I don't think he ever...
He always called in with these strange things he was promoting. Every once in a while it was like something like the American Music Awards, but sometimes it'd be like one of those... vacation properties in Vegas or, some kind of new battery. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, amazingly, he was into everything. But the only guy I saw who wrote, I think, a fair assessment, and it was somewhat negative, was Bob Lefsetz, that guy, that email newsletter I get. Because, one of the things I used to talk about is that Dick Clark really wasn't so beloved by the rock and roll community.
No.
Musicians did not love Dick Clark. I've been reading a lot of horseshit comments about how Dick's going to be missed and all this stuff.
Well, there was a lot of what he did for rock and roll.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was George Harrison. I'm not sure exactly. But I remember reading there were a bunch of musicians who were very upset with Dick Clark because what he would do is he'd take all their music from American Bandstand and sell it. He'd make them sign a weird release where he could somehow own their music.
Well, whatever that performance was, he owned it. Yeah.
Yeah, he owned that performance, and then when George Harrison said to him, "Don't you think the artist should get some piece of that?" and Dick was kind of like, "I don't think so, pal." So the rap among some musicians, not all musicians, but the rap among some musicians was that Dick Clark made his empire off of their hide, which wouldn't be the first time that a business executive figured out how to take creative people and fuck them over. But Dick was an entertainer in the sense that he was an excellent game show host, and he made people feel good. He was a good host. I mean, I enjoyed him when he was on our show.
Yeah, and bloopers, bleeps, and blunders. He started that whole thing, and he caught on to the award show craze and created a couple of those.
He was an entrepreneur. He was a guy who understood what people liked, and I will miss him. I like Dick Clark a lot. I thought at the end that him doing the New Year's Rockin' Eve after his stroke was, and I think Bob put this in his column. I'm not sure if it was him or not, but someone did. It was like unbelievable narcissism. It was like enough, like you really don't need to be on TV
Do you
anymore.
realize even before, we talked about that. It looked like he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And a couple of days before he died, he had surgery on his eyes. Like he was going to keep going.
Did he really have surgery on his eyes a couple of days before he died?
And he was supposed to go in for another one the day after he died.
He wanted plastic surgery so he'd look younger.
No, it wasn't. I think it was cataract surgery or something like that. But, this guy was...
Well, that makes sense.
Down for the count.
Oh, I thought you meant he had, surgery to make himself look younger or something.
No, but he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That was obvious from the last appearance on
He loved
New
being
Year's
on
Rockin'
camera.
Eve.
He loved being on camera. But, for me, Dick Clark represented a type of broadcasting I was never really happy with. But as I've gotten older, I understand, there's a place for all of that. Not everyone has to be outrageous. Not everyone has to be the maniac that I am. You know what I mean? Like, he did a fine job of going on and doing his thing. Kind of like Ryan Seacrest. Everyone says, oh, well, Ryan Seacrest is the heir apparent to Dick Clark. And, I don't know about that. I mean, what has Ryan Seacrest done except host American Idol? And he does have a radio show. He does
now
well.
produces some TV shows.
Yeah, he produces some TV shows. I know he wants to be Dick Clark, and maybe he will be. I don't know.
And he hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve.
If Dick Clark's legacy is he understood how to be bland, then Ryan Seacrest is the new Dick Clark. And Ryan Seacrest has said, I'm happy with that. I want to be that. He's a pleasant-looking guy, a nice-looking guy who, can go on TV and, be an announcer. I guess if I was really good-looking, which I'm not.
You wouldn't have this personality.
Yeah, right. I would be like, I'd be a guy on TV going, hi, everybody.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll miss Dick on our show because...
Well, he hasn't called in years. We haven't heard from him since
he
had the stroke.
You can understand why.
No.
Me neither.
So, do you have kind words for Dick?
I love Dick. That's it.
Yeah.
Dick Clark, that is.
Yes.
Okay.
How fond are you of Dick?
Well, New Year's ain't gonna be the same.
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I was like, oh no. See, now you know what that made me think of? It can happen to anyone.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're just human.
So are you a huge Dick fan, or?
I'm a fan, yes.
Are you a huge Dick fan, or were you a small Dick fan?
I mean, I'm a huge Dick fan. Absolutely.
Do you think Ryan Seacrest will do as good?
I don't like Ryan Seacrest. He's a little too arrogant and stuck on himself. Never be Dick Clark because he comes from a different era.
And who's more talented, Ryan Seacrest or Howard Stern?
I put Howard on it. Let Howard do his thing. Me and Howard are more close to the same. I don't like Ryan.
Do you find it racist that Don Cornelius of Soul Train wasn't honored the same way as Dick Clark?
I said that to myself this morning. First thing that came to my mind when I heard the news on 1010s this morning was, okay, Dick's gone, but then they didn't give Don Cornelius this.
Is it a racial thing, you think?
Of course.
Media in America has always been racist. Being a born Afro-American, obviously, I have my point of view on it, and I live this. I don't make it up. There is a double standard, sometimes triple.
Triple standard. Guy's got something. He's right.
A triple standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just because he said he wanted you to be on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Well, I'm siding with this guy. He's my man. Sal and Richard made a phony phone call to where else? Where do you think they made a phone?
Tradio?
Tradio. I said to Gary, do those guys ever make any phony phone calls to anyone else but Tradio? It just seems
Did
like...
everything else dry up? They used to use, those cable access shows and other kind of radio shows.
I know.
Hey, the guys, Sal just said to me, listen, it's not Tradio they called auction radio.
I know, but...
It's the same kind of deal.
What happened to you guys? You don't make any other...
Well, guys, they're going to come in together, of course.
Oh, I didn't want him to come in. Richard, what goes on?
We turned in a Jack and Rod last week, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
With Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
It just seems like this is what we're best at, the Tradio stuff.
All right.
We've been turning in a lot of non-Tradio, but it just seems like you like these ones a lot better.
Hey, I was listening to the phone call your dad made to you. Why does your dad get? Why would your mom want to shoot a chicken for going in her flowers? I mean, the chicken is just being a chicken.
Well, they're supposed to know better, I guess.
They are?
Really?
Well, you got to hear this. Here's Richard's father calling with yet another update, which I love. But this one I really didn't understand. Let me find it. Take me a second. Maybe I didn't bring it up.
I mean, chickens have personalities and stuff.
Yeah, but
But that doesn't mean they understand English.
Gary, where's the chicken call from?
Gary, page 1, upper right-hand corner.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. We had some more excitement around here this morning. I was in the other room. All of a sudden, your mom started yelling words of gun. She run and got the gun and run outside. And I said, what the hell's going on? And one rooster, that young rooster, was in her flowers, up in her flower box, scratching. She was going to shoot it. She run out there with the pistol, and it run and went under my car, so she couldn't shoot it because there's a car. So
more fun on the farm.
And after that, well, the rooster I need to get rid of anyway because it's a young one. He's tearing my hens up. You know how young cocks are. But anyway, he's tearing the hens up. And later on today, we had heard the dogs barking, went down there, and they had a damn armadillo. We don't need them things around here. They tear up everything, yard and everything, so I had to do something with it. So we had all kinds of excitement today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Like your mom and dad were on a killing spree.
Right, yeah.
So did your mom kill the cock?
No.
No.
But your
They're
dad
going to
says
get rid of it, though, because it's tearing up the chicken.
They'll probably trade it to somebody for like a hen or a couple hens.
Well, don't they need roosters to make more?
Yeah, they have older roosters that behave, I guess.
Yeah, see, the young ones, they're rough on the chickens, it sounds like.
So weird, like, mom's running around with a pistol.
She's
chasing.
grabbing guns to shoot chickens.
Oh, there's guns everywhere.
It's like the Beverly Hillbillies. How many guns do you think they got over there?
Oh, my dad's got a big gun cabinet full.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of life, man.
Gun rack in the truck and everything.
Right. Yeah, he's probably...
So there's guns everywhere.
He's probably one of those guys, if he hears a guy's running for president and wants to take away guns, you follow fucking go berserk, right?
Well, that's how they get a lot of their food is from
kidding.
guns, I mean, I grew up shooting a shotgun. I was like the skeet shooting champion in 4-H when I was a kid.
Look at you.
you.
Look at you. Good at something.
Yeah.
Now you're calling Tradio.
Oh, I did that back then, too.
Yeah.
We had a local Tradio in Kansas when I was growing up. We used to prank, Some things don't change.
Right.
You've come full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. And what was the armadillo? What do? They tear stuff. So what'd your dad do to him?
They dig around and stuff. He probably just shot it and took it somewhere. But
Yeah, he didn't tell us how he took care of it.
yeah.
Can your dad eat those?
No, they. I think they carry leprosy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to be around them. Yeah.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. Just got leprosy.
From the armadillo.
Ate some leprosy.
Yeah, just ate the armadillo. Knew I shouldn't. It's all right. Talk to you later, bub.
But that's a new thing, I guess, because of global warming. We used to never have armadillos, and now they're coming up north, and you see them a lot further north. Than
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. The finger just fell off.
Oh, look at this. I'm looking up armadillo leprosy.
Wow.
Armadillos linked to leprosy in humans.
Hey, Richard, I'm mailing you my nose. It just fell off. Made some jerky out of it. See how you like it. I think you'll like it for my leprosy. It's a whole different thing.